Welcome to Extendo Clip Podcast. We wanted to fuck with y'all for a minute. Welcome to Extendo Clip Podcast. We back with episode 2. Wait, but where's episode 1?
Mm-hmm.
I'll explain that later. Okay.
It's coming.
Okay. Don't be freaking pessimist.
Don't do
Okay.
it. Don't do it.
Here are my guy, Shizz, co-host of Extendo Clip.
You know what I'm talking about? Shizzy Mac rapped out Shizz. Shizzy.
Out here talking like Barry Allen, man. That was fast as shit. 45, 25. Do. 45, 47. What?
You trying to be funny.
I was.
You trying to be funny because I didn't.
Oh.
You trying to be funny?
Oh,
That was
actually real.
He tried to call me Mike Epps.
No. Because I was thinking because he was saying it fast in the movie. But then I remember niggas do be making fun of you because you look like Mike Epps. I literally thought about it when you said it.
You don't care about me.
I do, bro. I do. Well, my bad, bro. Yo, he had the Will Smith emoji face there.
You gonna stop coming at it, man?
Hey, man, look, I be coming at Kanye too.
Yeah.
It's hard for black men out here right now, bro.
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about how black men don't cheat and get shitted on. We're here to talk about movies. We're here to talk about movies.
Extendo clip.
Extendo clip, and we're gonna kick it off with this Matrix review, man. Bro, I'm dying to hear what you thought about this movie, bro.
Trash. It was trash. You know what? Let me say this. What's his name? Yahya
Abdul-Mateen II.
I like him.
Oh yeah, I loved him as Morpheus.
I didn't.
Oh my God. See that was the you gotta realize he like all right. So did you buy into the video game aspect?
Yeah.
Like how the Matrix was the video game and shit like
Yeah.
that. All right. Well, that was an issue for me because I felt like now look, I love Lana Wachowski. You know, I love, obviously the original Matrix and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be honest, like they ever since they made the Matrix, they think they're like these highbrow, high concept directors like a Denis Villeneuve or like a Chris Nolan, guys like that. And they want to have like camp and comedic humor as well with films like Speed Racer as well, akin to like a James Gunn, but not, not like the gory comedy and everything. And it's like I felt like that's what this felt. It felt mashed together in this like Frankenstein, like campy, but we're going to be heady sci-fi type of thing. And it was very like off-putting and weird at times. Like it felt like they were shooting a car commercial for the actual Matrix movie at times.
I just want to say it's like I know the Morpheus in that movie, like this was another program that he created and everything like that, but I don't know, bro. I'm just used to Morpheus being so calm and
but I feel like he's playing a parody version of Morpheus though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that, man. I don't like it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Which I get. I can get why you don't like it because, like I said, the game part, even though I like it for the context of, what they were the message they were trying to put out about Neo, like about how basically. So if you listen to what the analyst said about this Matrix and everything like that,
right?
He talked about how like it preyed on like people's fears. It preyed on people's fear of like losing, know, the comfortability they have and shit like that. So with that being said, like they literally stripped Neo of his entire existence, the entire thing that made him him.
Yeah. And
basically took his life, all of his achievements. Like imagine like somebody taking your greatest achievements and basically making a mockery and parody out of it.
Right.
That was what I felt like that's what they were trying to like showcase with the whole video game aspect. So also the fact that, like I said, they were trying to do like this high. I feel like Lana Wachowski was writing this because she wrote it and directed it. Her sister wasn't doing the movie with her this time. She wrote the whole thing, and I felt like she was trying to write it as like this like knock on Warner Brothers and shit. Like basically like, look, I'm going to make fun of Warner Brothers throughout the whole movie, and they're so greedy, and they're a corporation and they're so greedy. They're literally going to give me money to make a movie about me shitting on them.
They were coming at Warner Brothers.
But it's like you didn't do a good job. It's like the comedian, it's like the comedian that like goes up there like has an idea for a dope set but then just bombs the whole set. That was like you know, but she wasn't like the dickhead comedians when they bomb and they start like getting mad at the audience. You know those
Right.
She was like, all right, bet. I mean, look, I'm just going to pretend. It was like she was like oblivious. I mean, obviously she made the movie because people weren't watching and critiquing it, but like, because there were still gems in there. Like, even though I didn't necessarily like the actor that they for Smith. I didn't necessarily like the actor, but I like the storyline behind it.
I did like that,
And that's why I think I like the movie so much, honestly, because I like I feel like a lot of people like the Matrix films, and like particularly the first one, because of like the bullet time stuff, the action sequences, and all that. Where for me, I've always been a fan of the philosophical elements that they like, you know, like the philosophy they talked about, like the concept of like what's real and not real. What do we accept as reality? You feel me?
right?
Because that's like the first and second film are basically inverses of each other when you really think about it. Like, it was Morpheus waking Neo up to the real world, but it was also, the second film was Neo waking Morpheus up that the real world is still fake. Like, it's the real world, but Zion is basically like another form of control, basically.
Right.
The prophecy is another form of control.
Right.
And that's what I liked about Jada's character in this movie so much, was that like she was entangled. And she
He always want to make all these damn jokes. He gonna smile and
oh
shit.
my god. But she was that was kind of what she was talking about. Like, she was trying to break the cycle of Zion. That's why she renamed the city a completely different thing.
Facts.
And it's like, you know, knowing like, so I wonder if Morpheus is deaf. So Morpheus, like, canon wise, died like not too long after the third Matrix movie.
Yeah.
So it was a whole plot line in like the Matrix video game. I forget. I think it was called like the Matrix Online. He was upset that the machines wouldn't return Neo's body. Now we know why they didn't. But
Right.
he was upset that they wouldn't return his body so they could properly bury him and things like that. And he started to go on the mission and the hunt to find his body. That was starting to disrupt the peace treaty they like the machines and the human struck and shit like that. So he ended up getting killed by the machines, basically.
I didn't like how he had all these colorful ass suits.
Yeah. But that's why I felt like the campiness was there, because they were trying to do like a parody. It was supposed to be like a parody of Morpheus.
Man, fuck it.
I loved Bugs' character though, the Asian chick.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, her character was.
Yeah, she was snapping.
Her character was like an amalgamation of like Trinity and Jada's character.
Yeah, she was snapping, bro. She was snapping. And then like another thing, I know The Matrix, all three of the movies, the ending, phenomenal. The ending, I feel like The Matrix is known for the endings of their movies. This ending in the fourth one wasn't shit, bro. It didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't do nothing for me. Like, y'all running away from, okay, yeah, Trinity is the one too, I guess, if that's what you want to put it.
Well, you know why that is, right?
Why?
So the reason why. So who were the people that exhibited powers of the one in this movie, outside of the analyst?
Shit, I don't know.
Neo, Trinity, and Smith.
It's Smith. Okay, yeah, facts.
So a lot of people were getting upset, like they're trying to replace Neo with a woman, like that type of mindset.
No.
The reason why Trinity has the powers of the one is because her and Neo shared code when he reached into her and fixed her heart and shit.
Facts. Okay, yeah.
And the reason why
facts.
Smith was able to use the powers was because when he
Neo
assimilated Neo at the end of the third movie.
Facts.
And
why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Yo,
but I even like that aspect of Agent Smith being Neo's agent. Like, bro, that shit was kind of hard, bro. That shit was kind of hard,
man.
And then like that, so some of the I didn't like the fucking like partner Neo had and shit like that. I didn't like his partner. His partner was annoying.
Facts.
Like,
bro.
a lot of it didn't make sense. Like, okay, if he's put here to ensure Neo stays in the Matrix,
right,
why is he egging Neo on to go talk to Trinity? That makes no fucking sense
at all. At all. He's supposed to be like, dude, don't talk to her because she got no. He was, like you said, he was trying to get him to talk.
Like
to
he
her.
literally walked over. and was like, "Hey, my friend thinks you're
Yeah,
hot." Or
exactly.
some shit like that. Unless Lana was because I don't think they're going to get a sequel. Or not.
Nah, fuck no, hell no, hell no.
But unless she was setting up like the aspect of like multiple layers of control, so like basically like a mind fuck, like do I take the step? Do I not take the step? If I take the step, did they like plan that for me to take the step? Yeah, so that's the deeper levels, like the philosophical concepts. Also, like I wish they would have delved more into the concept of the reality aspects. Like, what if the real world, what we think is the real world, actually isn't real? That was always a question, you know, a fan theory that was abound in like the Matrix, like fan like conversations and shit like that. So I feel like she didn't go into that like she could have, but this film did open up the lore a lot. And I think that's why I liked it so much, because you saw the outcome of like bringing back Sati, for example.
Oh, facts.
Like
facts.
Facts. Like
grown up and everything.
Yeah, now you know why bad as hell. Now you know now you know why the Oracle was so protective over her. Was because she was going to be the program that eventually would start fighting back against the analyst. She's basically the new Oracle.
Yep.
But what a lot of people, I told Twan, I fucked Grav and Twan's head up with this when they came on the 42 podcast. But what a lot of people don't understand is that the Oracle is not she's a villain in the original trilogy. A lot of people don't know that. So I'm about to put you on some shit, bro. So remember when Neo was talking to the architect?
Yeah.
In the second Matrix film? So remember when he was talking about so I know a lot of people say it's hard to follow that speech he gave, that monologue he gave and shit. But one of the things that he was talking about was that they always programmed the one, like the integral anomaly, like it was always programmed with like this love for humanity. Yeah. But for whatever reason, Neo's love was made specific towards one person, which was Trinity.
Right.
That's not a normal thing. That's not something that the architect wanted. That's actually why he manipulated, it into choice. Well, go back to earlier in that second film. Remember when he had the conversation with the Merovingian? By the way, the Merovingian scene in this movie was so fucking dumb. Like, there's so many things you could have used the Merovingian for, and it literally explained nothing. It was just like, oh, we're going to bring this guy back so he could just yell at Neo, and oh, look, it's the guy from the second movie. And
yell at him the whole fucking time.
Like, nothing. It didn't expound the lore or anything. But so remember the speech the Merovingian gave him at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. And basically, long story short, he explained to Neo that he had one of the dopest lines there as well. He was like, how do you come to me without power? Power is choice. You don't have choice. You don't have free will. How do you come to me with power and demand things of me? Go talk to somebody that doesn't have power. That whole speech he gave was fire. But he also, in that speech, he was kind of like trolling Neo, basically saying like, hey, the Oracle's manipulating you. Because remember when he made Shorty horny?
Yeah.
What did he do that made her horny?
You talking about when he kissed her?
No. Remember when when the Merovingian was giving Neo the speech, and they were looking at the girl that was across the restaurant and shit?
In the second one.
Yeah, and like they went up her like coochie. You saw the.
Oh yeah. Facts.
What did he do to her to make her horny?
Damn, I don't remember.
He gave her food.
And she ate it.
So basically what he's telling Neo is that food in the Matrix is a way to alter somebody's code. All right, bet. Knowing that, what did the Oracle give Neo the first time she met him?
Cookie.
Exactly. Also, she gives everybody those cookies. Who else did she give that cookie to more than likely?
God.
Trinity.
God.
So the Oracle
and that fucked up what the architect was planning.
Well, that's the thing. So the architect and the Oracle are two sides of the same coin. The architect, that's why she says that there's no decision that guy makes without like it being numbers. In fact, his whole thing is equation. He doesn't understand emotion or anything like that. Where the Oracle was specifically programmed to understand human emotion, as well as the analyst, which is why I like the analyst so much. I just don't know if I like Neil Patrick Harris's like performance as the analyst as much.
I don't know.
But I felt like, again, it was too campy. But the Oracle was programmed to understand human emotion, to factor that into the equation, to balance the equation. Like the Matrix always like alters itself. That this is what AI does. It alters itself to always, make the perfect balance of whatever it's trying to do. So basically the Oracle's whole plan was that she realized that the current trajectory that humans and machines were going on was going to end with basically mutual assured destruction.
Damn.
So she took it upon herself to alter the code to force the machines to basically come to the bargaining table with humans and allow those that want to be woken up, and those that don't want to be woken up to stay asleep. That's what paved the path to now. So her plan succeeded because remember at the end of the third movie, he said, you played a dangerous game. You almost fucked shit up.
Right.
But, and especially with Smith and things like that. But that's why Smith isn't a villain in this new movie.
Yeah.
He's not a villain because he already played his role that he played, he had to play as the villain.
Facts.
This is basically the analyst basically like fucking with Neo, bringing him back and putting him around him and things like that just to fuck with him. But that's why the analyst is so insidious with his stuff, with what he's doing, because he's using the same basic kind of mindset and like factoring in the humanity, but he's more so preying off the fears, but without preying off fears the way the architect did. Because remember, the architect, and it's very crazy that how they subtly tell you through lore that the machines are just as egotistic and human as the humans.
Right.
Because the architect, his whole thing was he made the first Matrix to be a paradise and shit like that, but it was too good to be true and people didn't believe it. So basically, because remember in the second film, this was in the Animatrix stuff. That's when he made the Nightmare Matrix.
Oh, see, I didn't watch the Animatrix.
Oh, bro, it's so much lore, beautiful lore to the Matrix, bro.
For real.
That's why he made the Animatrix and not the Animatrix. He made the Nightmare Matrix. Okay. The Nightmare Matrix was basically like this. Imagine like your horror worst fears like demons, monsters, and all that shit. And it was horrible, and people woke up because the shit was horrible.
Yeah.
Well, the analyst found the perfect balance of that. He took fear, but fear as in fear of losing the comfortability that you have. And also like the power between him, he was using the power between Neo and Trinity as well. But that was more so what I loved, because like that's one thing people fear, losing what they already fucking have. And that was the crux of Trinity's story too as well. I like the aspect of her having a family, but I wish they didn't like try to put like meta. So the reason why she was a bike shop owner was because in real life he makes bikes.
Yeah.
So she was trying to be meta, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not Chris Nolan. Stop it. Stay in your lane. Like, stay in your fucking lane. Literally, them staying in their lane is what made The Matrix so good. Is that they accidentally made an actual high concept, high thought film by accident. That's how a lot of dope films are made. I feel like very few filmmakers make great films like on par of like Nolan and Denis Villeneuve and Kubrick on purpose. There's very few directors that make movies like that on purpose.
Right. I don't know, man. I mean,
but
you opening a lot though. You know what I'm saying? Because
but that's why I like Sati in this movie so much.
Yeah.
And Sati even revealed, because remember, so it's a fan theory out there. It's not confirmed. But remember when Neo first woke up in the first Matrix movie?
Mm-hmm.
And the robot that grabbed his neck and shit like that, but then flew away?
Yeah.
That was Sati's father.
Oh, shit.
And the reason why that's Sati's father is because he's in control of that stuff, like people waking up and shit like that.
Right.
So the Oracle, basically, he was in league with the Oracle. The Oracle basically, like, offered him whatever. I forgot what the deal was between him and the Oracle, but protection for his family and shit if he protected Neo. Now, this isn't like on wax. We don't know this. This is still fan theory shit.
Yeah.
But it's a lot, like it's a lot that goes into the Matrix. But leading into Sati eventually, like, breaking the mold of the current Matrix. Now, bro, this film was just amazing, bro. Like, in terms of the lore. Like, lore-wise, I really like this movie a lot. Like I said, I thought the action sequences, they were kind of whack. Some of the performances were whack. I actually like Keanu Reeves' performance in this one.
That ain't no fucking difference from the first three.
Nah, I think it is, though. This one, I felt more like despair in this. I felt more like a depressive feel to Neo in this film, knowing that basically he died for nothing. Literally.
Died for nothing.
He died for nothing. But I like Bugs' character so much because Bugs just reminded me of like the hope that Neo and Trinity, like she's literally, like I said, she reminds me of like an amalgamation of Jada's character in Trinity. That's literally what she like reminded me of. And then you have like the Neo fanboys and the Trinity fangirls and shit like that. Like that shit was kind of cool. But and this is probably more. Oh, I like the the cohabitation between the coexistence between the machines and humans.
Yeah.
And that was crazy because that's what I feel like is missing in a lot of the real life debates we have about things like AI and a lot of these new technologies we're having. Like we always view it through the lens of, the horrible fucking people that are developing the tech, as opposed to the actual benefits to humanity that the tech can have and the good that could come out of it. And seeing like, good come out of the darkness that was, the machines, rising to power basically. But when you read the lore and shit like that, like the lore, you gotta watch like the Animatrix and literally just watch that and you'll get a better understanding of like the Matrix, because the machines were like trying to come in peace. They was chilling. They was like, look, we're sentient. So what ended up what's triggered the machine war was that one of the robots made a mistake or some shit like that. And the owner went to go terminate the robot and went to go like delete his memory or something, which is like essentially killing him.
Yeah.
And he killed his owner in retaliation because his owner was about to kill him. Well, there was a court ruling basically, and they sentenced the robot to death and shit like that. That because it's not like they don't consider robots actual sentient life, that there's no law protecting them, from killing, your owners and shit like. It's dope as fuck, bro.
That sounds like some iRobot shit.
Yeah, iRobot actually probably stole its fucking concept from that. But
that's crazy.
But yeah, but that's what triggered the war and shit like that. So they actually. So humans, but then you get into like the economic stuff. They like the Matrix even touches on like economics. So the machines basically like separated themselves from society and built their own machine city and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they started like producing like products for humans and shit like that. They started producing like state of the art like the tech, like cars, phones, all types of technology that was better than humans. And they were basically taking all of the economic growth from other like real human cities and nations and shit like that. And that's what triggered the war between the humans and the machines, because they basically nuked the city, basically the machine city.
What would you rate this movie?
I would give it a 5 out of 10. I would give it a 5 out of 10. Like it was like I said, it was a lot of things I liked about it, like lore wise. Literally all of my everything I liked about this film had to do with the lore, honestly. Like there was nothing, groundbreaking in terms of technology, nothing groundbreaking story wise. Like I said, I felt like I said, they tried to bite off more than they could chew.
Exactly.
Well, she did. Lana tried to bite off more than she could chew. What? What?
No, I did not let.
We not all right. I feel you. But what you give it?
Yo, it's crazy that I was gonna give it a 5 too, but shit, man, I give it a 5.
I mean, it was bad. Don't get me wrong, this shit was bad.
It was crazy. It was like,
and then it came out the same time as No Way Home too.
Like, what did they think was gonna happen? What did they think was really?
I thought by some miracle because it looked fucking amazing. Like the trailers looked amazing.
It didn't look that amazing. Bro.
The trailers look crazy, bro.
It just looked like it was another Matrix movie. So of course we're gonna be hyped about it.
Man, that first trailer was amazing, bro.
That shit, I don't know, bro. It's like when it like comes in and then you see the house or where the analyst is, the whole shit looks like something out of a Dr. Seuss movie.
Well, that's what we got to realize, that's another lore thing that I love that they did, was that Sati was the one that gave the Matrix color, basically.
Oh, fuck it, man.
Because remember in the old one, like it always looked green. It had like a green tint and dark to it like that. She brought like color and saturation to the Matrix in honor of Neo dying, basically.
Oh, phooey.
But but the analyst then took that and used it as part of a way to make the Matrix even more bro. It all goes into shit, bro.
Phooey.
Man, whatever.
That
bro.
shit looks fake. It looks fake. And then when Trinity and Neo came flying into the fucking building,
yeah, that was whack.
That shit was so corny.
That was whack. But I honestly look, and this will be my last piece on it. I do wish they had Agent Smith I'm fine with them not having Lawrence Fishburne back as Morpheus because, like I said, canon wise, he's dead. He died.
Right.
I like Yaya as Morpheus. I know you didn't. I liked him as Morpheus. But I liked them as the Morpheus they were portraying in this film, like the parody version of Morpheus.
And then in the beginning, this nigga, what was he? Ray Charles when he was like,
oh yeah, that was weird.
What the fuck was that?
That was.
I
weird.
mean, well, what was that? You don't curse on here?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck was that? Like,
He's like Georgia,
right?
Georgia.
Like, yo, I'm like, what?
He's like, come here, girl. Let me figure. Let me figure. Let me see it. Let me see it.
You know, I like it. What?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna be getting any Matrix stuff anytime soon.
No,
sadly.
definitely not after this, and definitely not after it going against No Way Home.
Yeah,
no,
that
man.
And that, oh damn. But what also I feel like what messed it up was that like y'all do the day and date release, like you release it on HBO Max the same day. That's what screwed Suicide Squad over. Like Suicide Squad was amazing.
It was trash,
But-
man. That shit was trash.
No. All right, new topic. We debating this right now. What?
That shit was trash.
Suicide Squad was trash?
That shit was trash. The best thing about that movie was Idris Elba.
You're bugging.
That shit was trash.
You're
bro.
bugging. Bro,
No. I like the Peacemaker and Rick Flag fight.
Peacemaker was the best part of that movie.
That shit was crazy.
Peacemaker's character was the best part of that movie. Bro,
Cap.
he had one of the hardest lines in comic book film history, bro.
Cap.
Nothing, this nigga, he said, is nothing like a good bloodbath to start the day off. And she was like, you're a maniac. I thought you cared about peace. He said, I do want peace. I just don't care how many men, women, and children I got to kill to get it. Hardest line in comic book movies ever, bro. Hardest line ever. I don't care what nobody got to say, bro.
No, it ain't.
That's the hardest line ever, bro.
No, it ain't.
That's the hardest line ever.
Can't be.
How?
It can't be when there's with great power comes great responsibility.
Peter.
Yo, chill.
Fuck out of here, dog.
Don't do that.
Man, fuck. Man, Toby couldn't even finish his trilogy off good, man. Fuck that nigga.
At least Toby got a trilogy.
Tom got a trilogy. Tom has the best trilogy out of all.
Andrew didn't get one. Okay.
He about to. Don't be doing him dirty like that. Don't be doing him dirty.
They not about to do that.
But nah, they are. They're talking about it, yeah. He's going to come back for a third one.
I thought it was Cat. I thought
and
it was
they're
Cat.
going to tie in Venom and
I thought it was
Morbius.
Cat. I mean, listen, we just gotta know. We just gotta see. We just gotta wait.
But
that
that's
was
the
a
hardest
movie.
line. Bro, you're bugging, bro. That movie was fucking fire, dog.
That shit was trash, bro.
That joint was fire. You're bugging.
That shit was trash, bro. The first 10 minutes of that movie, that shit was crazy. First 20 minutes.
Only thing I was mad about was that they killed Boomerang off. That was the only thing I was mad about. But
Yeah.
it served the story.
That first 20 minutes was crazy, bro. That shit was definitely crazy.
And then the
bro.
funniest line, John Cena had the funniest line when the fucking rats was crawling around and shit.
Oh, shit.
And Idris was freaking out. This nigga walked up, started laughing at him. He said, "The fuck are you laughing for? Why ain't you a tidy whitey?" He looked at, that's racist. Bro, that shit had me so weak, bro.
Okay.
That shit had me so weak, bro.
I mean,
The movie was hilarious, but I feel like it showcased more so what the Suicide Squad is, man. James Gunn,
James Gunn is bull.
I'm loving a lot of the shit he's doing, bro.
He's bull.
Like, I know you don't watch shows, but Peacemaker, he's doing Peacemaker now. He got Guardians coming out now, but
Fuck that show.
Peacemaker?
That's how I'm coming.
You
that's how I'm carrying
bugging.
That's how I'm
You
carrying it.
bugging.
That's how I'm carrying it.
Bro, that show's fire, dog.
Fuck that show.
That show's fire.
Only person I hear talking about it is you. I don't hear nobody else saying nothing about it.
Because I feel like people aren't watching it.
Of course not.
I feel like, people in our circles aren't watching it.
Give a fuck about it.
Nah, it's actually like, have you ever seen his movie Super before, James Gunn?
Nah.
He made this movie back in the day called Super with what's his face now? From Inception.
Ellen Page.
Isn't it like
Ellen?
she changed her name to something?
She's Elliot.
Elliot, yeah. She's a
Changed it
dude.
to
She's a
Elliot.
dude now.
Say that.
Yeah, but she was in it with this other white dude, and it was basically about like what if superheroes were in real life, and it was kind of like a fucked up like take on superheroes and shit. It's a very weird, dark, disturbing movie, but Peacemaker kind of reminds me of that, but not as like dark and disturbing. Like there are definitely part like, I mean, you're probably not going to watch it, so I'm just going to say it's this spoiler alert for Peacemaker. They're doing a version of Vigilante in the show, and one of the things like spoiler alert for Suicide Squad too, since he killed Rick Flag, that's one of the things that's been fucking him up a lot because he's like, am I actually a good guy? That's one of the things that what I liked about the movie was that you could see Peacemaker having a conflict within himself, like doing that shit. And then like,
Hold the fuck up.
What?
Peacemaker, the show is before Suicide Squad.
After he survived.
He died.
He survived.
See, I'm definitely not.
It's
watching
actually
it
so
now.
that, so when he wakes up in the hospital,
I'm definitely not watching it now because he fucking died.
when he wakes up in the hospital, they actually have an argument. He has an argument with the janitor about fucking Aquaman. He was like, he said, bro, I stopped fucking with Aquaman when I found out he fucks fish. And the janitor looked at it. He's like, where did you read that at? He said, I read it on Reddit. He was like, you believe everything you read online?
I'm definitely not
But
watching it.
it was a scene with Vigilante. This nigga gets back to his apartment and shit, all this shit. And like, he was literally laying in his bed crying and like was having flashbacks of killing Rick Flag because he felt like extremely bad about it and shit.
Oh my god!
But Vigilante walks up to his window, starts like talking to him and shit like that. He was like, and Peacemaker's like, I don't know, man. Like, I just been questioning a lot of shit about myself lately, and like, I just feel like sometimes I'm just like a maniac that kills people. He was like, let me stop you right there, Peacemaker. He said, when I go out at night and I track down bad guys and I beat their fucking brains in with my bare hands, do you think I enjoy that? And Peacemaker looked at it and was like, of course I do. Now, does that make me a maniac? You see, Peacemaker, bro. The show is, bro. But it's other shit they do with this show that is fucking amazing, bro.
Shit is trash. I just want to see the Penguin show. I'll watch that.
Man, you're bugging, bro. You're bugging.
I'll watch that, man. Not no fucking Peacemaker. I don't give a fuck about it. And then you sitting here, you telling me that he survived.
Yeah, but they explain it.
Fucking explaining shit, man. We ain't explaining nothing. Nathaniel, because that shit is trash.
And his dad's a piece of shit.
I seen something about
His
that.
dad's a piece of shit. So he literally starts making fun of him because like him and his dad don't get along at all.
Shit.
Abusive relationship type thing.
Who plays his dad?
I forgot what the nigga's name is. He's a known actor. I'm just drawing a blank on his name. But like he tells his dad about Bloodsport. He said, yeah, Dad, like there was this one guy on there, he was fucking afraid of rats. And get it. He was working with somebody on our team called Rat Catcher. And then on top of that, the reason why he's afraid of rats is because his dad locked him in a box with rats and they would torture him and bite his skin off. Now his dad wasn't listening to him, but when he started talking about torture, that's how you know his dad's a fucking piece of shit, torturing his son. He started laughing about that. He said, he locked him in a crate with rats. Oh my God. Sounds like a fucking pussy. Please don't tell me that's the guy that shot you. And then it's like a pause. And he like Peacemaker was like, that's classified. Yo, this nigga dog, his pop looks him dead in the eye and was like, I knew the moment I saw you come out your mom's cooch, I should have slit your throat right then and there. Bro. This show, dog. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Peacemaker, you need to watch Peacemaker, bro.
I'm not watching no Peacemaker.
Man, you're missing out, man.
I'm not
you're
watching
missing out.
I'm not.
I've heard a couple people say that, and I don't get why niggas done like Suicide Squad like that. I thought it was fire.
The new one.
The Suicide Squad.
No,
like Bloodsport was fire. I thought Peacemaker was fire. Like seeing the chess pieces move to eventually, where everybody ended up at. Only thing I really didn't like, well, not that I didn't like it, but like I liked Starro and his story, but the fight scene overall, it was just, some of it was actually disturbing. Like seeing fucking Starfish, like literally, if you got hit in the face with the star, you were done. You're dead.
Like I ain't like that shit. That shit was looking nasty and everything.
And then Harley was funny as shit when she shot the dude.
Fact.
She was like, yeah, I promised myself that if I noticed red flags for the next guy I dated, I would kill him. And killing kids is kind of crossing that red. It's kind of a red flag. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, so I guess we'll argue about Peacemaker and Suicide Squad another time. We're going to go ahead and move into a Batman topic because I figured this will be dope. So we had a conversation in our group chat that we have, and one of the things we talked about was like we were debating because I think Dark Knight Rises is complete garbage. I think it's complete trash. But one of the things you asked me was like, well, if you could have done Dark Knight Rises and put any villain you wanted in it, what villains would you choose? And I chose my villains and things like that. So I'm like, maybe for a topic for the show, we should do we should talk about like our fantasy Batman film. Like if you could add in any elements, you know, the way you would shoot it, casting, characters, what would it be? So I figured we could do that. Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
I want to hear this.
I really want to see Hush, since we never got a live action Hush. Like, and I feel like the new Batman movie that's coming out. Like, I
don't think we're gonna get him now because Riddler is so much like him.
Facts. I feel like
Riddler's directly tied into Hush as well.
Exactly. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. But if it's not Hush, then it's Red Hood.
Okay.
I would love to see Red Hood.
See,
bro.
I wanted to see Red Hood with Ben Affleck's Batman because I would have loved to see basically Red Hood critique him for killing people in Batman versus Superman.
Facts.
And actually give an in-universe explanation for why he was killing people, because it was just like, it was certain. So like previously when we saw him, he didn't have any like action sequences or fight scenes until we got to the part with the Batmobile. And I'm like, all right, he has a gun, but it was like he just incapacitated the car. But then like he shot the car. The car caught on fire. I was like, well, they could survive. Then the car crashed and blew up, and he drives through. I'm like, oh yeah, they're dead.
So Christian Bale didn't kill people?
All the Batman killed people, but it wasn't as blatant. Like Ben Affleck was just straight up murking niggas.
Christian Bale went under the damn truck and it went up and hit the damn shit.
But you know how
he's dead. They're dead.
But
who's ever in there?
But you know how Batman fanboys are. They're like, well, it was by accident. Da, da, da. He didn't actually.
Shit wasn't by no accident.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even Michael Keaton has the highest Batman kill count.
Facts,
bro. That's what I'm like. This concept that y'all have of Batman not killing people is very like, it only exists in your mind.
That's what I'm saying.
Like at least Marvel's like straight up like, look, Captain America's a soldier. He kills people.
Right.
Iron Man kills people. Thor is a warrior. Kills people.
Right.
Like, so Marvel never had that qualm. The only character they really did was with Daredevil and Spider-Man, because they're, you know, traditionally not supposed to be characters that kill people.
Right.
So, but in people's heads, they feel like since Batman isn't outright like toting a fucking AR and blasting niggas' heads off, like Ben Affleck was just straight up like, it's no questioning whether he is. It's no accidental deaths that you can make an excuse. He's like, yo, I just threw a crate at his head and his brains is on the wall.
He was snapping. But that's probably like one of my favorite fighting scenes in
is that warehouse
in
sequence.
the comic in the comic genre. Like that shit was crazy, bro. You know what? Back to the Matrix. The Matrix is like top 5 fighting scenes. The end when he was fighting.
Emmett Smith in the train. Yes,
bro. That shit was crazy, bro. When I first seen it, I said, "Yo, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
I said, "Man,
dog." When the Matrix first came out, everybody was trying to do the Neo and shit. Everybody
For
was
real,
like, yeah, bro.
You remember the game Max Payne?
I never played it. I was never a big game guy when I was younger.
It's just the Matrix. That's what it is. It's just the Matrix meets fucking, I don't know.
Matrix meets Sin City.
yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it was. And the Matrix is fucking crazy, bro. Wow.
But Batman fantasy film.
Oh, yeah. We back on that. Yeah, my bad.
I know. I'll be getting us off topic as fuck.
No. That was me. I went to fucking the Matrix and shit. But yeah, the warehouse scene, that shit was, But Red Hood, I want to see, because.
What would the plot be? What would you want to see the plot be?
Not what they did in Arkham Knight.
Oh, yeah, fuck no.
Not
see, I like, if they just would have made it Red Hood, I would have been fine with that.
That's what I'm saying. But I see what they was trying to do with it.
They was trying to like hide it.
Yeah,
they were trying to build suspense around it. The game, I feel like people, look, I'm not a big gaming guy.
Yeah.
I still play that game to this day. I freaking love that game. I know a lot of people say they didn't like it.
I'm Arkham City. I replayed that joint because I got it on.
Prior to Arkham Knight, I was Origins because I like the story so much. I love the story in that one. Like that Bane storyline, bro. Bane was a fucking G, dog.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I said this to my man. Because I told him Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is my favorite movie of all time. And then he was like, man, I'm going with Dark Knight Rises. I said, for what? He was like, nah, because I like how Bane took the city.
The casuals.
I said, hold on,
Only
bro.
the casuals like that movie.
How you going to have Bane in this movie and not have his power? Like, that's like having the Green Goblin in Spider-Man but not have his glider.
True.
That's like his
But they were trying to do like a more realistic take on him.
Yeah,
and shit.
but if you're going to do that, don't have him because that's not a realistic.
Just have.
in
I would
your
say
universe.
have him, but say like the mask had like steroids in it. And
Oh, fuck that.
even though he didn't like beef up, you could have said that like he had like an adrenaline rush.
Hell no. They should have put Hush in there, or they should have brought Ra's al Ghul back because he could have went right into the Lazarus pit or whatever, and they could have did it like that.
But he wasn't trying. Nolan, bro. He was trying to do like the realistic take. If I see, I'll get into it with mine.
I didn't say that.
But finish yours.
I forgot what I was
Plot.
saying.
You was going into the plot. So like, if you don't necessarily know the specific plot you would do, just like tell me a couple storylines you would throw out there.
Oh yeah,
like comic book storylines.
I do. Red Hood. What's the animation joint? The All in the Family joint?
Death in the Family.
Death in the Family joint.
Okay.
Definitely do that.
Bro, that's I know I'm gonna try not to get us off topic. That scene in Snyder's Justice League between him and Joker, bro. He said, when I was holding Harley Quinn in my arms, she made me promise that when I kill you, make no mistake, I am gonna fucking kill you. Bro, that shit was hard, bro. So he looked at him, he said, and I am gonna fucking kill you. You saw Joker's face, it was like, oh, this nigga not playing right now.
Bro, do you practice that voice?
No, it was good.
That shit was crazy. You sound like. Hold
on, try it again.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn told me that.
Whoa.
In her dying arms.
Oh.
That.
Whoa.
When I kill you, and make no mistake, I will fucking kill you. Ready for it? Do you bleed?
Yeah. Talk to him.
You will.
Yeah. Yo.
Bro, I want to do voice acting so hard, bro. I want to do voice acting so much, bro.
For real?
I really do.
You can do it.
I could, bro. I could.
No.
I'm good at impersonations and shit.
That's what I'm saying. You might as well do it. You know what? Talk to my sister. I'm gonna talk to my sister, and I'm gonna get some information. Well, you'll probably already know the information.
Whenever you see, you think I would leave the soul of Gotham up to a fist fight with you? No. If you're gonna win, you need an ace in the hole. Harvey's mine.
Yes. Yes.
You ready for it? I'm gonna switch it up.
Holly, my dear, please let me know.
Mark Hamill?
Tell old Brucey that he's gonna be at home washing his tights.
Bro, I'm telling you, dog. I got it like that, bro. I got it like that.
Yo, you on some shit, Patch.
Hey.
How
you doing?
Here we go.
Hi, Bruce Wayne. I can't do. See, I'll be trying. Yo, fucking, what's his name?
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy. He's the voice of Batman, bro.
And Mark Hamill is Joker. Who isn't? I mean, who? What? Huh?
Troy Baker.
No, bro.
He's fire.
He's fire, but Mark Hamill been in this since the 90s, bro.
Then he was.
Come on, man.
I feel you. I fuck with Mark Hamill.
Come on,
They actually
bro.
gave him like a Joker type character in the Flash too. They made him the fucking trickster.
Yeah, I seen that.
And they were corny. The episodes were corny, but it's like it's Mark Hamill. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
And it was kind of the storyline in that show was funny too. But and Flash is complete dog shit now. But
I don't even watch it.
yeah, me and Gravity was watching that shit when it was coming out. I even love the Arrow. I like how Arrow did Batman. I'm trying to think of who else can I fucking voice do.
Wait. Who would you put in the fantasy genre?
Oh, you want me to give mine?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna give a different one. I'm literally about to go off the dome. So I would take the storyline, and I'm gonna do something weird and different. I would take the storyline White Knight.
Not too familiar
from the
with that
comics. So basically, this storyline was about Joker becoming sane. So this storyline took place. It was like it started out traditional chase between Joker and Batman. Batman's chasing him through the city. Joker's wreaking havoc and shit like that. Joker is like throwing bombs and everything, literally rolling on just the most outlandish Joker shit, rolling around on roller skates through the city while the Bat family and the cops are chasing him and everything. Well, when Batman finally catches up to him, he beats him within an inch of his life, and then Joker pulls out these pills, and Batman takes the pills and forces them down his throat.
Oh shit!
You find out later that those pills were actually like a cure to his madness. I forget exactly how the storyline worked out and why he had them or whatever, but basically it made Joker sane. So when Joker was in the cell, he basically started like pleading his case. You find out that Joker's actually smart as shit. He starts being like, well, I was beat within an inch of my life by a vigilante while the Gotham City police sat there and watched. If anything, I'm the victim. I'm supposed to be arrested by Gotham City police and not by a vigilante. And then while he's in court, he starts going in on Batman. He was like, the fact that you guys actually sanction a vigilante in your story, in your city, is freaking crazy. You basically had this guy that runs around beating people, beating up people, all willy-nilly whenever he feels like it. And like they go into like how like Batman basically was kind of like brutal to the black community, shit like that. Crazy, just shit you would never think about with Batman, like in terms of like legalities and shit like that. Like basically, Joker turns like the black community against Batman. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I would cast Michael Fassbender as Joker for this because he starts off being like the crazy Joker and shit like that, but then he eventually like he becomes like the suave, kind of like what's the movie called? With Christian Bale in it.
American Psycho?
Yes. He's kind of like that. So I would use I would do that storyline. I would so Batman was so you find out actually too that Alfred was like sick or he died or something like that, which is why what was that?
Oh shit. Grav called me. I tried to hang up.
Oh shit.
I didn't try to hang up. I tried to silence it, but I picked up the phone. That's crazy. I'm sorry.
No, you good. But basically a whole bunch of shit happened that basically broke Batman. So who would I cast as Batman? I would cast if I could take my pick of people I would cast as Batman. I think people are going to be surprised by this. I would cast Henry Cavill to play this Batman.
No.
Yes. I would cast Henry Cavill to play this Batman, and this Batman is going to be more of a broken, disheveled Batman. And all right, so my casting choices are going to be weird because I've always wanted to see Henry Cavill play like a broken type of character because we've never really seen him play that like a crazy type of character. So I would say either him or a completely other left field Batman, just to be weird with it. Tom Hiddleston. But that was my weird out there one. I wanted to give a weird out there one.
Okay.
But the one I told y'all in the group chat is I would basically use the No Man's Land storyline that they used in The Dark Knight Rises, but instead of Bane, I would have made it Deathstroke. Deathstroke at the behest of Black Mask.
Thank you. That would fit in the Nolans. You know what I'm saying? That would fit right in. Because
but I just wanted to be weird with the other one before.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's a take on Batman. We haven't seen Batman be the villain and Joker be the hero.
Exactly.
Which would be crazy.
I feel that. I mean, yeah, I feel that. But coming off of The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger's death and everything like that, and how The Dark Knight ended, I like that.
And I feel like they could have made it so that like Deathstroke was, a member of the League of Shadows or whatever.
Something. They'd have made something to fuck up.
And
They'd have did something.
Black Mask hired him not knowing his real. Basically the same. So I would have made Black Mask kind of like the Daggett character. The
Daggett, yeah.
That Catwoman was working. Catwoman would be in it too. I would have kept Anne Hathaway as Catwoman because, if we're going with Christian Bale's Batman and shit like that.
Right.
But I would have, but instead of like how Bane basically like killed him and shit like that, I would have made like basically like at the end, like you kind of see like a war between Black Mask and Deathstroke, which ended, that would be the culminating fight that we saw at the end of Dark Knight Rises and shit like that. Now also just another storyline I want to see adapted. Batman: The War of Jokes and Riddles. The War of Jokes and Riddles.
You said something about that.
That comic storyline is so fucking fire, bro.
Is it?
It's basically the Joker and the Riddler going to war with each other, like a gang war with each other.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy. It involves Kite Man. Peacemaker actually just did a Kite Man reference in the show.
Oh shit.
It involved Kite Man, but the show was just dope because it's basically Riddler and Joker battling for who is Batman's like best villain. Basically, it's crazy.
Shit.
It's crazy, and it takes place earlier. So it's Batman telling the story to Selena Kyle. Because this is from Tom Taylor's run when he was like marrying Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne together and shit like that. And they were actually laying in bed and he was just telling her the story about the time the Joker and the Riddler went to war with each other and like the toll it took on him and shit like that.
Now, you said who would you cast as Black Mask?
Who would I cast as Black Mask?
Can't use.
I know I can't use Ewan.
Yeah.
Because I would say Ewan if he just like didn't play it. If he... See, I felt like he played the perfect Black Mask for that movie, and like he played a good Black Mask overall. But then they killed him.
Exactly.
They killed him.
They didn't give him no like. Come on, I wanted to see more.
But who would I cast as Black Mask? Let me think. Give me a minute to think. Ooh, I got one. Jason Statham.
Fuck no. Roman Sionis.
Jason Statham.
Fuck no.
And
well,
who would I would and casting as Deathstroke? Who would I cast as Deathstroke? Give me a minute to think about this. Am I recasting Batman too?
No.
Or we're staying with Bill?
We staying with Bale.
This
is Batman Begins and then The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises didn't come out yet.
The Dark Knight Rises didn't come out.
No.
And who would I cast as Deathstroke? Tom Hardy. Easy. Or do you want me to completely recast the villains?
I mean, this is you.
I was gonna say Tom Hardy
as Deathstroke.
Yeah. He doesn't look like him, but again, I'm tired of fans like he has to look exactly like him. I don't care.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. Shit.
So I would have what's his face?
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham as Black Mask, and I would have Tom Hardy as Deathstroke. Because then you wouldn't have like somebody that's like too much bigger than Christian Bale, size wise, and I just think Tom Hardy's a really solid actor.
I mean,
oh! I take it back. I recast Black Mask. Matthew McConaughey.
I like that better.
That shit would be fire.
I like that better. I like that better. I like that. I like that. Yo, cause
I was thinking of like when I said Statham,
yeah,
like his earlier movies with what the fuck is his name?
Jet Li.
No. He used to do like a lot of like British crime mob movies.
Oh, so
I'm drawing a blank on the director. Who was the director that did that new King Arthur movie?
Shit, I don't know.
Legend of the Sword. Guy Ritchie.
Oh, okay.
Guy Ritchie. Yeah. The old Guy Ritchie movies he used to do and shit like that. I was thinking of him playing more in the vein of that.
Okay.
But I thought of Matthew McConaughey because I feel like his performance in The Gentleman. I don't know if you saw that.
I seen a little bit of it.
I fucking love that movie so much. But yeah, I could see him playing a version of Black, like, and Matthew McConaughey being McConaughey as well. So.
Oh yeah, I seen on like when they was first announcing the new Batman joint that it was that they wanted to put Two-Face in like the sequel, and there was two people that they were thinking about, Denzel's son and
John David Washington.
Yeah.
Wait, for which one?
For the new Batman.
Pat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Matthew McConaughey.
I would rather see John David Washington. I want to see.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
New blood.
That shit would be crazy. John David, what?
I think
It's Two-Face.
Given with what looks like is about to happen to the district attorney in this movie, I think that's going to be why we're going to get Harvey Dent in the next movie.
Oh my god.
So,
I would be happy. You know who I would want to see like in the sequel, even though they did him before. But I pause. But I think that it would be it's set Scarecrow.
I'm all scarecrowed out because I just watched Titans too.
See,
I'm all scarecrowed out, man.
I don't watch shows,
I feel you.
so I only get the only Scarecrow I get is the Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and fucking the
Crane.
you're doing Bale too.
Oh, that was Affleck. I was Crane.
Oh,
let me try.
Okay.
This city showed you that it beat you, and it's ready to believe in good. I'm not wearing hockey pants.
Yeah, talk to him. Talk to him.
What's the difference between me and you, nigga? You're look at what you're wearing, bro.
Facts.
What
Facts.
you wearing?
Facts.
Yeah, what if Batman was like voiced by Kevin Hart? He just started flaming them.
You wearing hockey pants right now? What are you talking about? No, you can't be Batman. No, you can't. Sorry. No.
No, that shit would be trash. That shit. Yeah, all right. I mean, I fuck with Kevin Hart.
But I was gonna say for my Robin, I would recast Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but they literally never said what Robin he was. I don't care what. Like they literally said his fucking name was Robin. Bro, like Chris Nolan, go sit the fuck down somewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
So I would make that this was Tim Drake. I would use Tim Drake instead because I feel like Tim Drake fits more with this universe. And if they were to do a sequel with his Robin, because I would have him be Red Robin as opposed to like being Robin. Like Red Robin was more of like this like badass hardcore version of Robin that Tim Drake was. And then I would have a movie of Red Robin versus Red Hood.
Damn. Nice little spinoff. That shit crazy.
And it could be like a little like it could be like a mob movie type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, facts.
Because it could be dope. Like, and I would have him leave Gotham. So I would say that Bruce's sacrifice actually, and Bruce would have died in my movie.
Okay.
There's a lot of aspects I would have changed. Bruce would have died in my movie.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have died with no fucking nuclear bomb. We're not doing that shit. Literally, No Man's Land is basically they cut off all entrances to Gotham and shit like that. Basically, what happened in Arkham Knight, basically.
Okay.
Arkham Knight draws a lot from No Man's Land and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, like, Batman has to work through these different cadres of, like, his villains and shit. So, fucking, but the top dogs are Deathstroke and Black Mask.
Okay.
Because Black Mask is orchestrating these things, you know, orchestrating the whole thing for whatever business situation he's trying to do or whatever.
Arkham Origins is really your shit. So that's what I'm really getting from it.
Yeah, and I would say that like Bane would be in the movie, but he would be like one of the like gang leaders. So you have like Joker, or he passed away, so I would probably say probably not Joker, but Riddler has a gang or more realistic characters. Like, so I would say Bane is like a mercenary or some shit that came into the city. I don't know who else you could think about. Like, just like I guess street level
Penguin.
characters. Penguin. I would even throw Victor Zsasz in there. Not necessarily.
Facts, because
Not
he was in the first one, right?
That's why I kind of wish they would have made Zsasz the villain for this Batman, because I feel like Zsasz fits more of that 7 mold that they're going for. Especially from like, what game was it? Was it Arkham City when he was
on the
phone?
phone?
Yeah,
that shit was hard, bro.
like that's why I feel like that's a villain. He was in the Gotham TV show, but it wasn't really Victor Zsasz. It wasn't really Victor Zsasz.
See, I ain't really. You know what? I started Gotham. I was on like 2 seasons of Gotham.
Yeah, I was on 2 seasons of Gotham. Then fucking Jada showed up and formed entanglements in my brain. I'ma keep doing it, boy. I'ma keep doing it.
What was her name in that joint? Fish Mooney?
Fish Mooney. Gotham started out good, but then it just got too campy for me and shit.
Yeah.
But
I see it.
I guess we can go ahead, move into the next topic. We just at an hour, so I'll say we'll do. You want to save Ben Affleck for the next one? Because we talked about a lot of Batman so far.
Yeah.
We'll save the Ben Affleck conversation for the next one. Let's do top 5 comic book film scores, bro.
Okay.
So I forgot what my top 5 was. I'm about to just go through I was going through our chats, bro. I had to go into crates.
Yeah, I forgot what mine was too. I know Man of Steel was on there.
And this is comic book films, guys. So it's not like regular movie scores. This is comic books. I know I said Man of Steel was in mine.
I said Spider-Man.
I didn't put Spidey in mine, surprisingly. Because I think, honestly, like, you talking about Tobey Spider-Man?
Yes.
I think that when it comes to Danny Elfman, I think Avengers is more iconic than Spider-Man. I really do. That first Avengers, that first movie, bro, when you see the camera panning around them, it's like, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 bro, that shit is
hard,
bro.
That shit is hard. I don't know, but I'm
Oh wait, I may be tripping. I'm tripping. Never mind. I'll take that back. That is not Danny Elfman.
Oh damn.
Danny Elfman did the Age of Ultron score.
Oh shit. You know
Alan Silvestri did the first Avengers score. So I'll take that back.
See, I'm not really an Age of Ultron guy. That was my least Avengers movie.
I liked it because of the fact that we got Vision, and
yeah, that's cool.
I just felt like it was too packed, and I thought we were gonna get like a dope. Like I felt like I like that Quicksilver better than the Quicksilver everybody loves, because I feel like that's more true to who Quicksilver was in the comics.
What you talking about? The X-Men?
No, the Quicksilver in Age of Ultron was more comic book accurate.
But you said that everybody loves.
Everybody loves the Fox one.
Yeah, that's
Evan
dead.
Peters one.
That's dead. I
But-
agree with you on that. That's dead.
Yeah, everybody loves him, but I like the MCU one.
Yeah.
I like Aaron Taylor Johnson the best.
Yeah, he's tough. Yeah, I don't like Evan. I don't fuck with him. Like
It's
that.
funny though that literally you had like Kick-Ass and his best friend were Quicksilver. They were in Kick-Ass. That was his best friend.
Fact.
That was funny. But hold up, because I got my list pulled up too. All right. So my top 5, no order. Top 5 film scores: Man of Steel, Avengers Infinity War, Black Panther, The Dark Knight, Batman vs. Superman.
Is mine on there? I know
Let
mine
me
is.
see. I think you only commented on like all time or just comment. Yeah, it's on here.
All right, so I said Man of Steel, The Dark Knight, Spider-Man, Batman, 1989 Batman. I said maybe X-Men, but I'm gonna have to go with Black Panther.
Okay.
That shit is the drums. Yeah, the drums is crazy. That shit is crazy, bro.
Nah, I like it. So I like it. So Ludwig Göransson, he's the guy right now, bro.
Yeah.
You know what he's done on the music side too, right?
Mm-mm.
He produced that Childish Gambino album, that soul album he did, the Awaken My
Redbone.
Love joint.
Redbone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, and he went on. So he did what we were just talking about. He did Black Panther, but he also does the score for Mandalorian too.
Oh
The
shit.
Mandalorian score is fire.
The Star
bro.
Wars joint.
Yes, the Mandalorian score is fire. Like, and it uses the same type of like woodwind instruments as like the Black Panther, because he actually went and studied like a lot of African instrumentations, like the instruments they use. That's why he made it very drum heavy, because African obviously has, it's a lot of drum influences and shit like that.
Mhm.
But it's drums and woodwind instrumentals or instruments, and he used a lot of those woodwinds with the Mandalorian project as well too. But like the Killmonger score, bro, it was like that shit was fire. The
Yeah, bro.
and it's like
Hard.
the 808s going to the doom doom doom
Hard.
doom 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 doom. Like,
Hard.
oh my, I've never heard a villain score like that, bro.
Yeah.
But that, and then to Child Dog, the Kings, the main, like the dun dun dun, that shit is so regal.
That
like
shit is crazy,
dog,
man.
even in Infinity War, that's why I like this so much, because they took
Facts.
everybody's score and made like this. Now I gotta listen to No Way Home's more, because that may crack mine, because I've been listening to it. Giacchino, this might be his best work, bro. I love Giacchino, bro.
Yeah.
He did the Doctor Strange score. He's been doing like a lot of the Marvel scores lately.
Okay.
And he's actually about to direct a fucking show.
Yeah.
He was a director too. I didn't know that.
Oh, shit.
He's about to direct a Marvel or a movie. My bad, a movie.
Oh,
but
shit.
yeah, he snapped, because you're probably gonna say it's Harris. When it comes to the Spider-Man movies, when it comes to scores, Toby at the bottom for me, bro. I'm sorry. I like it. It's not that I don't like it, but I think Tom's is like perfect. Like it has the perfect balance of like the classic Spider-Man. Here comes the Spider-Man, and then but I like the melancholy feel of Andrew Garfield's one, like the da-na-na-na. They use like it was like a lot of piano work with that one. I think Hans Zimmer. I want to say Hans Zimmer did the Amazing Spider-Man. I know he did Amazing Spider-Man 2, and that one was garbage.
Yeah, he's the GOAT, man.
They hated me. They can't me. Like he did, like he had Jamie Foxx do like inner monologues as part of the score, and it just did not work.
That's dead.
It did not work at all.
That's dead. That's dead.
But I'm trying to find who did the score for the first one because I want to say it's Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer's just one of my. He's brilliant. He's one of my.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, he's.
Oh, that's why he did it. James Horner did that one. James Horner, he died in 2015.
Damn.
He died in a plane crash.
Damn.
Why you doing it, Kevin Hart? Damn, bro. Damn. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't. He said, Kevin, what kind of sounded like that? Bro, why have we not got a Don Cheadle Kevin Hart movie yet, bro?
That's what I'm saying. But nobody. That's not true. I was about to say nobody knew that Don Cheadle was funny, but that's not
Rush
true.
Hour 2.
Facts.
Rush Hour Kung Fu Kenny, bro.
In Avengers.
True, that too. That's it. When Thor was like, let me do something good. He said, what do you think is running through my veins right now? Cheese whiz. He looked at him, bro. He said, yes, but. Dog, Hemsworth, bro. I didn't know Hemsworth was funny till later, too, bro. I feel like Marvel misused, especially with Thor, misused him a lot.
Yeah.
But hold up, because I'm looking up the list of scores James Horner did. James Horner's amazing, too. I'm pretty sure he did October Sky. Wow, he did Wrath of Khan. Okay, I didn't know that. What else did James Horner do? I know he did October Skies. That was that old what is it called? Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Wasn't that like a damn romance?
No, so it was like a coming of age story. It was about this high school kid. He lived in like a small town. His dad was like a coal miner and shit, and he wanted to go to college to become a rocket engineer. But his dad wanted him to like stay and live in the coal mines. It's like a drama film, but it's really good actually.
Okay. When you say
he did the Rocketeer, that's why I like James Horner. So I love the Rocketeer, bro.
That's
It was like an old Disney movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I don't know nothing.
Yeah,
about
I love Joe Johnston. He does like the old movies and everything. But Timothy Dalton was the villain in that. Timothy Dalton was like a lot of people's favorite Bond.
I was about to say, wasn't he James Bond? Wasn't he in Harry Potter too?
I think so. I never watched a single Harry Potter movie.
For real?
So when I was younger, my mom was like super Christian with me when I was young, and she wouldn't let me watch it because of witchcraft shit. Which is kind of funny now because like I'll be fucking with her now. I'll be like, "Hell, Satan!" I'll be fucking with her.
Oh god.
but yeah, what did I say? So I said Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
I like Henry Cavill's score better than Christopher Reeve. A lot of people say that's heresy. I think it's so much better, dog. Like the Man of Steel score, that's the next thing I'm gonna learn how to play on piano. Literally brings me to tears. Literally.
It was deep. It was deep.
But then going right into what I think is the best Batman score ever, Batman versus Superman. That score, just it starts off with like the anger. Like that's what I loved about Ben Affleck's character so much is that they showed his emotion through his music, his fighting, his movements. Like you just always felt this guy was like 1 second away from just losing his shit all the time because of all of the loss he suffered throughout his life and shit like that. Right. But just how they started off with the anger, the da, 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 and then it goes into the da, 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 like that. When I first heard that was one I've literally like cried. I cried when I first heard that score, bro. Obviously the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight score is
so
legendary.
You like Batman vs Superman before the Dark Knight?
Yeah. Still Hans Zimmer though. It's actually Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL. Junkie XL is a phenomenal composer as well. But what else? Man of Steel. Yeah, but the Dark Knight, I like the Dark Knight score. Actually, so I'm gonna just say all three of them. I'm just gonna mold all three of the movies together because they're kind of the same score.
Right.
But even the Dark Knight, that was my favorite part of the movie was the score. The score was phenomenal for that movie. The movie was trash, but the score was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I would also with Infinity War. So the reason why I like Infinity War score so much is because of those like subtle nuances. Like again, you got to remember, like Infinity War was a completely different type of superhero film we never had before.
Exactly.
We never had a film told from the perspective of the villain being the hero.
Exactly.
And that's just like the swelling, the orchestral swell at the end when you just see like Thanos is fulfilled. Like he did what he sought out to do. He completed what he's been seeking to do his whole life, and you just that swell at the end, and then it's like, da-na. And then it instantly goes into the dark music at the end because you know the next movie's about to be dark as fuck.
Yeah.
Even like the scene in Endgame when he sees like future Nebula and shit like that, like he sees like him getting basically killed. He gets decapitated by Thor. Like he's even like, now that's a destiny fulfilled. Like he's satisfied with that ending because he's so. Oh my god, I love that movie so much, bro. I love that movie so much.
I like Infinity War better than Endgame.
See, I go back and forth because I think that Infinity War had like better writing, definitely. But some of the scene with Tony and his dad, a lot of the scenes with like the scene with what's his face? That's something else he's talking about. The scene, just the scenes with Cap. You know, you see him as he's like reminiscing about Peggy and shit like that. Like you see him slowly make, the decision, moving towards the decision he made at the end of the movie. Like then, like to me, which I think alone Robert Downey Jr. could have got nominated for an Oscar for, just that scene where he was like him and Cap got into the argument at the beginning. Oh my god, that he killed that. You didn't like that scene?
Award for that scene, bro?
Alone, bro. Just alone.
Hell no. He was snapping, but
oh my god. He said, liar. You take this, you run. Run. Bro, I was like, oh shit, damn. Then you see him like, some of the scenes where he's looking at like the pictures of Peter and shit like that. Even the interactions with his daughter and everything. Like I like that. That's why but I definitely feel you with Endgame. Like I like Endgame a lot, especially because of especially him and the Guardians. Those are some of the funniest scenes in the film, bro. He said, I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
Ad-lib.
Dr. Strange was like, what master do you serve? What am I supposed to say? Jesus? He said, wait, you're from Earth? Wait, did he say Earth? He said, no. He said, no, I'm from Missouri. He said, yeah, that's Earth, dipshit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yo, Infinity War is better than Endgame, bro. The only reason why people won't say that, besides you, is because of the ending. The ending really made that movie.
What, for Endgame?
Yes.
See, I feel you.
The ending
but I even
made
like,
that movie.
but for me, it's even it was a lot of, I feel like the actors really acted their asses off in Endgame, bro. Like even the Natasha stuff.
Yeah.
Black Widow stuff.
I mean, yeah.
And also they kind of alluded to Eternals in that movie too.
Oh shit.
So everybody thought that. So when Okoye was talking to Black Widow, and she was saying like, oh, like there's an earthquake below the Indian Ocean or whatever, and she was like, has anybody checked on it? She was like, it's an earthquake below the ocean. We don't check on it. Like everybody was like, oh, he's talking about Atlantis. I think that was because basically timeline wise, if Thanos never snapped half the life, literally around the same time Infinity War was going on, that's when the Tiamat was going to emerge.
Damn. So
Thanos,
so he stopped it.
He stopped it.
So that's another reason why he was the hero.
Yeah, which is crazy. But
He'd have wiped off the fucking whole Earth.
And I think that's why Titan was fucked up the way it was too.
Right.
I think we're gonna find out something happened with the Celestials with Titan too.
Right.
So, but yeah, those are my top 5. Like Black Panther too. I just want to talk about Black Panther more. Like that was that's one of the most unique comic book film scores I've ever freaking heard, bro. And it's like we've had a lot of comic book scores. A lot of them usually just use, the run of the mill instruments, but like just like a lot of the, like I said, he really studied a lot of African instruments and things like that. So
You can tell too. R.I.P. to Chadwick.
yeah, bro. R.I.P. How you feel about the recasting thing that's going on? So it's like another YouTuber that's like doing this thing where he wants to recast Chadwick.
So are they recasting them or are they just using?
Because they already
started filming.
Yeah, they said things, but the problem is with her though is that she's on the vaccine stuff, like she's not really
Not getting it,
and like
so that's
she
messing up the shit.
She keep coming out talking about it too, and like the atmosphere now is that like a lot of people don't like you know, talking about the vaccine in a negative light.
Yeah.
Evangeline Lilly just came out doing that. Wasp.
Yeah.
They talking about on Twitter. They was just dragging her, saying, "Oh, recast Evangeline Lilly." And I'm not giving an opinion on it. I'm just saying what's going on. You know, I'm not offering my opinion on it, but but in terms of Black Panther, you're running into those problems, and then like you said, because she won't get it. Well, I'm not even gonna say she won't get it because I don't know if she got it or not. I don't know.
Right.
But it sounds like from what the rumor is that she can't return to America because of the mandates, and she can't return to Atlanta because they have mandates and that's where they're filming at.
Yeah,
so.
that's crazy, man.
But it's a lot of I don't know, man. Like I feel like we got, and I think Black Panther is amazing, bro. Like that movie was amazing. I don't know if we're gonna get. I hope we get it too, because they say rumor that Namor is supposed to be the antagonist in it. So
heard about that.
Yeah. So, but who knows, man? But the score is fire, bro. Like I said, that score is fire. I think your top 5 is good too, though. Like Danny Elfman, I kind of paused because I thought Danny Elfman did the Avengers, but he did Age of Ultron. But
okay,
you got 2 Danny Elfmans on there. You got Spider-Man and Batman 1989. So
yeah, man, there's 2 good Jones, and these are movies that I grew up on, bro. It's like.
That's my shit, bro.
This shit is hard. Hold on, which one is that?
That's Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's when it first comes on.
Yeah.
And then when he has them sentimental moments, and then like
that's basically God. You know what it is, right? It's basically God Bless America. If you really like sing it, like God bless.
That's tough.
Oh, bro,
That is tough.
You know, I'm something of a composer myself. Yo, bro.
Yo.
But
Yo.
you could not have him in that movie and not have him say that line, bro.
Yeah,
you
for
cannot have him
For
in
sure.
that movie and not say it, bro.
For sure.
That's why the only thing I felt like they could have done better was the Spider-Man meme. I felt like they did it better in the lab because Andrew was actually doing it. Andrew was like pointing at Toby and Tom, but it should have been a scene with them in the suits, literally like that, bro. That shit would have been hilarious, bro.
They'd have ran with that shit, bro. They'd have ran with that shit.
See, the only thing is, I feel like Tom isn't as funny as Andrew's the funniest Spider-Man, bro.
Yeah.
Andrew's the funniest one.
Yeah. He's the funniest one.
Well, he's actually the most comic book accurate one.
Where the fuck we go?
Because I was about to say, comic book wise, like a lot of people don't notice, Peter Parker was kind of a dick. Yo, he really was a dick. He was a guy that he was basically like kind of like one of these betas that be running around. As soon as they get some power, they start tripping, acting like little fuckboys. As soon as they get that, that's what Peter was. That's what he always. So like, I think a lot of the problem, some people like comic book fans who actually like fuck with Spider-Man in the comics, is that they felt like they always tried to make Peter like larger than life. They tried to make him too like almost like he was Jesus or some shit. You feel me? Like, oh, he's the shy guy. He only really starts acting like a dick when he's manipulated into being a dick by an alien. Like he's just this guy down, run of the mill down. No, Peter Parker does some shit that brings a lot of the problems he had. Like there's a scene from the comics where Flash, like, so you know how like in like the Toby movies, like Flash would always like fuck with him and shit like that. Yeah. There was literally a scene from the comic books where Flash says something to Peter and Peter just like dives at him and beats the shit out of him in the comics, bro.
And that's what happened when the Amazing Spider-Man.
They kind of did it, not really though. Like it was a scene when he picked him up on a locker and shit. Yeah,
they touched it a little.
They actually started using like a lot of the elements more so for Flash Thompson from like the Agent Venom comics and shit like that. Because Flash was always just a dick. in the comics and everything, but he was kind of like the dick with a little bit of heart.
Right.
But there's actually, you should watch the Spectacular Spider-Man animated show. That's, to me, that's the best iteration of Spider-Man, like in animation or film, like Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Okay.
I think Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie we have, in my opinion. But what was I saying? But yeah, but Andrew's the most faithful to the comics that there is out there.
Spider-Verse Into the Spider-Verse is the best.
The best Spider-Man movie. You don't think so?
No.
What do you say is No Way Home?
No. No Way Home is crazy.
I think No Way Home is second for me.
You know what? You're not even gonna like what I say.
What?
Spider-Man 2.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's a good film. I just feel like I feel like Raimi misunderstands the concept of what the Spider-Man No More storyline really was.
I understand, but at the same time, it's like when he stopped the train, bro, and then they caught him, and then
they did the Jesus carry and shit. Shit, I like him. I like Man of Steel's version better, even though it is kind of like on the nose when like basically God is talking to Jesus and he's like, "You can go save them, Kyle," and he floats into space with the cross.
Yeah.
But I get my order. I'll give you my top 3, and we'll do a ranking for another episode. But I'll give you my top 3 now. I think you're gonna be mad at me, but Spider-Verse, Homecoming, Amazing Spider-Man 1. My top 3 Spider-Man. Those are my top 3 Spider-Man movies.
I mean, I'm not mad at that.
And I know, like, it took me a while to come to the notion that I freaking love Spider-Man Homecoming so much. But a lot of people are like, really? You gonna put Andrew before Toby? It was things they did in that movie that just worked for me. There were even aspects, even though I thought Amazing Spider-Man 2 was garbage. Like, there was aspects, especially like the comedic stuff. Like he brought like when he first like Rhino before he became Rhino and shit. He was like Spider-Man. He said, "Yes, that's my name. You can call me Spider-Man. Spidey, just don't call me late for dinner." You know what I mean? then later, like they're still having a fight. You find out he's supposed to be at his graduation. He tells him, he's like, "Roll down the. I told you I'm running a bit late." Like, oh, bro. I love Andrew. I love Andrew Spider-Man so much, bro. Like, I feel like his Spider-Man reminds me of a lot of like the Dan Slott Spider-Man run and everything like that. So,
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. I didn't appreciate his Spider-Man until this movie
really
came out. Yeah,
okay.
I didn't, because I always thought that he was the worst one because of his movies, bro. I did not like those.
You didn't like the first one?
Not really. And then I definitely didn't like the second one. Definitely didn't like the second one.
Yeah, the second one, like I said, I like those scenes, the comedic scenes, and I like the Gwen Stacy death, obviously.
That shit crazy, bro.
He acted his ass off in that scene, bro.
Yeah, but Tom Holland, bro, he's something different.
Yeah, and it's like, so his Aunt May threw me off at first because, like, she's hot. Even Tony, bro, like, would make jokes. He was like, I don't know if you peeped, but in Homecoming, remember when Peter was recording him going to Germany during Civil War and shit? Like, that's how the movie started off. There was a scene at the end. A lot of people missed it. He was like, what, you making a documentary or something? He said, yeah, I'm making it so I can show Aunt May what I was doing, da-da-da. He said, oh, this is for Aunt May. All right, bet. Give me a minute. All right, I fix my face. Hey, Aunt Hottie, what you wearing? Something skimpy, I hope. He was like, all right, I'm playing. So, and it's funny because Peter don't know his aunt is hot. And he be like acting dumb. Like, niggas not trying to like clap her cheeks. Like, what are you talking about right now, bro?
Funny as shit, yo. She in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
She in a lot of shit.
But that was my problem, is that she's a dope actress.
But they didn't.
And they use her so little.
And
then we talked about this in a review. I'm going to try and get it up. But y'all, she was literally maybe throughout all 3 movies, she had like 20, 30 minutes of screen time.
Right.
If that, maybe 15 minutes. I would say even 15 minutes maybe. and I'm supposed to care when she like when y'all kill like what? Like if y'all gave her the screen time that Aunt May and Toby's had, for example, I feel like she had the most. Even though out of the three, I think I like Sally Fields is better from Andrews. I'm saying that because Toby's Spider-Man is unrealistic for me, bro. And I know a lot of people like Spider-Man 2 because it's realistic. It's actually not. It's kind of not. And by the way, Peter and MJ are in a toxic ass relationship.
Yes, they are.
I saw this one meme where somebody was like, so remember the scene in the first Spider-Man movie when Peter was waving at her? He thought she was waving at him.
Yeah.
He was like, oh yeah, Peter's so toxic. He got her back 2 movies later. When she was walking out, she got fired. She thought everybody was clapping for her, and it was Peter. It was like Peter's so toxic. He held a grudge for 2 movies to do that.
Oh
bro.
shit! and that would only bring it out. The fucking that shit
and
brought it out.
Toby,
that's funny as shit.
Toby been like, people been memeing Toby so hard, bro. It's hilarious.
Oh
like,
yeah.
It's this one meme where so you remember when he's at the dinner before she get there, and he's like practicing how he's gonna talk to her.
How'd that get in there?
This one meme. This one nigga. He said when she asked you to give her a massage, and it showed a nigga.
I seen that.
You know, he was like,
how'd that get in there? Yo, I seen that. I was cracking.
I want to get Toby reaction, bro, because I feel like this nigga's like Dracula, bro. I don't know anything about this nigga. Like, what? Like, do you laugh, bro? I feel like this nigga don't even laugh, bro.
I seen him snapping on paparazzi.
Oh, he snapped on paparazzi?
You didn't see that?
Nah, he snapped on paparazzi.
Yeah.
For what?
Cause he was in a car. He was trying to leave. He said, "You're on the fucking car, motherfucker." I said, "Oh."
Cause I heard he used to be out here fucking these bitches back in the day.
Yeah.
Him, Leo,
because they
had
best friends.
they had this group called the Pussy Squad or Pussy Gang or something like that.
Oh,
that's what
God.
they were called.
They're
You saw what this nigga Leo recently said, right? This nigga said he didn't do any drugs for Wolf of Wall Street because he's never done drugs in his life. Nigga, there's multiple pictures of you smoking weed with a car full of niggas. Like his whole thing, Leo's whole thing is he's known as the white dude that's cool as shit. That's his whole thing.
Bro, what is he capping for? I know for sure. I forgot.
It's a meme going around that's like, yo, like Leonardo DiCaprio is like Weekend Energy, and it's like all these like dope ass pictures of like him like at the beach. This nigga, it's a badass bitch in front of him. He like spray tanning himself and shit. Dog, this nigga, he looks like Jack Nicholson so much, bro.
Right now?
Yeah, he looks like Jack Nicholson so much. I'm like, yo, did like Jack fuck your mom, bro?
Oh shit! Shut up.
Oh.
Damn, Leo's a goat. He's in my top 5.
Yeah,
definitely in my top 5.
But I like but going back to Aunt May, Toby's Aunt May, she was always seemed like this Jesuit figure, this like unreal, like that's my problem with Toby's characters, that it's like a mythology that's built around these characters, and maybe because it might be I'm a fucking like moody millennial, I guess. And I like more like emoting with not emoting, but I like more emotion and realism with my characters and shit. But the relationship between Andrew and his Aunt May reminded me of like the relationship with like my mom and my aunt and shit like that. Like it was more realistic for me, even though they're white and it's different. But
nah, but I get what you're saying though. Like,
yeah, like
so
just the scene where she was like, where have you been? Da da da. He was like, hey, you don't have to wait. She's like, I can't sleep. And like, just like that scene was fucking fire, bro. It's like certain scenes and shit that's in that movie that, especially the first one, that I love so much. But yeah, but I just feel like a lot of Toby, I feel like people, because we saw those movies when we were younger, people don't really like remember that, like, I feel like they didn't give Andrew a chance because people were so hyped up about Toby's Spider-Man. So,
well, hey, this movie, this No Way Home, brought him justice, and everybody was happy to see him.
Oh my God,
everybody was.
He had a better
happy.
interest than Toby.
He did have a better interest.
When that
than
nigga
Toby.
jumped through the jaw, I was like, yo,
I said no.
yo, let's go.
I'm looking around. in my theater, everybody's like this.
And then hearing his voice, bro, I hate that, bro. I hated that
I'm like,
too.
what the fuck are y'all? Do you see who this is?
And hearing his voice again, man, like, oh no, I'm a good guy. I promise I'm a good guy. Oh my god, bro. Then the scene, dog. All right. So obviously my favorite scene from Andrew is when he caught MJ. Like that was just, oh my god, bro, that was beautiful. But then my second favorite scene was when him and Jamie was talking, bro. And this motherfucker was like, he said, man, you swing around, you save people, but I kind of thought you would be black.
Yeah.
And like, just his face was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Like, bro.
Yo, because I thought they was going to bring Miles since he said that. I think
we're going to get him.
Yeah.
They were going this. So Tom Holland's universe is following the PS4 games a lot.
Yeah.
So I think we are going to get Miles, and I think Tom Holland's going to get either one or two more trilogies. I think they're going to do a college trilogy with him, and I think at the end of the college trilogy, they're going to introduce Miles.
Yeah.
And then they'll have the adult one, and I think they're going to do Spider-Verse. I think they're going to kill Tom in this third trilogy.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
You think Tom is going to be like how Iron Man was to him?
Yeah. But adapting like Miles' storyline from the Ultimate Comics. That's how Miles became Spider-Man. Peter got killed by the Green. So the Sinister Six formed and actually killed Peter.
Shit.
Yeah. And that's how Miles became Spider-Man.
So who would you cast as Miles?
I don't know. I really don't know. I would like, I haven't thought about it a lot because the versions we've seen. So I'm just saying personality wise. So the Spider-Man PS4 one is cool. Mm-hmm. He's just cornballish a little bit. You feel me? He's kind of a cornball in that one. So I'm like, take aspects of that one. He's still a good character though in the game.
Yeah.
He just acts too white for me, honestly. Take aspects of that one, like the technological aspect from that one, but give him the personality of the Miles from Spider-Verse. That Shamik Moore fucking does that shit perfectly, bro.
That's
like
my guy.
That motherfucker. I'm mad that we didn't get a season 3 or a season 2 of the Get Down.
Yeah, bro.
Yaya was in that. He played the cokehead boy.
Yeah. And Shamik wasn't he fucking a mom?
I think so.
He was fucking. What was his name?
I forgot.
Facts.
It's been a while since I watched that. It reminded me of the Warriors a little bit.
Facts.
But
fuck with the Get Down.
Yeah,
it was hard.
But what he was in that, and he was I fucking love Dope too, bro. Dope is fucking fire.
I slept on Dope.
Dope is fire, bro. Dope is fire.
It had a lot of people in that.
Flash Thompson was in that. You got
facts.
Yeah, he was the little weird drummer nigga.
Wasn't Catwoman in
Iris
that
was in that one.
Oh, that was Iris. My bad.
No, she was in it too. Zoe Kravitz was the girl he was trying to smash.
He was trying to get yeah. Iris was their friend,
the gay friend.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
She smacked the shit out of the white boy because they gave him a pass to say nigga and he said it.
Facts.
She smacked the shit out of him. He said, "Wait, you gave me a pass?" She was like, "I'm sorry, it's reflex." Bro, that shit had me so weak.
And
bro.
then you got my boy
ASAP was in that joint.
Yeah.
He had a good role in that.
Yeah.
But who else? Who you talking about?
Lakeith
Stanfield was in that?
Yeah.
Was in Dope?
Yeah, he was the bully boy.
Damn, it's been a minute. I gotta rewatch that movie.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta rewatch it too.
It's been a minute. I forgot he was
the
in
bully. He was the one in school. He gripped him up or whatever, and he was like, yeah, he was right at him. Yeah, he had the white tee, and he was the bully.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was like one of his first joints like that, and Straight Outta Compton, and I think Atlanta, like a few of them joints. Those was like his first joints, I think. Yeah,
but Dope. That director was so that's how she got casted as Iris, because that director was supposed to direct the Flash movie.
Damn.
And I'm kind of they went through like 4 or 5 directors, the Flash movie.
Yeah, they did.
Which I don't look. If what they're saying about the DC universe is true, like they're basically getting rid of Cavill, Batman, or Affleck's leaving. I'm probably just gonna be watching Superman and Lois, honestly, when it comes to DC and like the Pattinson stuff and Peacemaker. That's about it. Literally, whatever James Gunn's doing, because he got another show. They greenlit him for another show. I don't know, and he said it's gonna be a Suicide Squad character too. So
yeah, I seen that.
I'm like,
Bloodsport.
Either do Bloodsport, but
I watched that.
Since Peacemaker is like doing so good critically, I could see them basically saying, just do whatever show you want to. And I can see him doing a show about King Shark. I can see him doing a show about it.
I can see it.
Just
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, but I hope it's Bloodsport, though. I hope it's Bloodsport.
I feel like that's the direction that I feel like that's what he's going to do. Because that was a real good joint because of his backstory was crazy. So I watched that.
I just
check it out.
I want dog. Oh yeah, they had a Batman conversation in Peacemaker too. So he was arguing with his neighbor. Spoilers again, guys. He was arguing with his neighbor because his neighbor basically like doesn't think he's like a real superhero and shit. So this nigga was walking out the house. He said, "Batman has a cadre of villains. Do you have a cadre of villains?" He was like, "No." And then he just walks by him. He said, "Well, then you're not a real superhero."
No,
And he literally dropped this shit and walked away. He said, "You know why I don't have supervillains, a cadre of supervillains?" He was like, "Why?" He said, "Because they're all fucking 6 feet under." He said, "Well, that's why you're not a superhero, because Batman doesn't kill." He's like, "Because he's a pussy." Oh, bro. He said, riddle me this. He said, how many times does Batman arrest Joker only for Joker to break out and kill infinite amounts of more people? He was like, "A fucking lot." You know why? Because he's too much of a candy ass to kill his fucking villains and put him fucking 6 feet up. Dog. They basically, like the argument people have about Batman, they basically did it. But I want your boy to do it, but I know he's not going to do it. Will.
To do what?
HBO Max show. Do a Deadshot show. I would do like a Deadshot versus Bloodsport show.
I seen something where he said something that said, "Oh, it's still room for me to come back."
Well, his character's still alive. It's not like he was one of the characters that died. He wasn't there.
But he said that he would come back for it.
For what?
For Deadshot.
Yeah, but I don't think Will doesn't like doing those super like James Gunn type R-rated. That's my issue with him. That's why I get mad at him. But I would be like, yo, do like a Deadshot versus Bloodsport show. Like that would be fucking fire, bro.
I would fuck with that. Bro.
Or a team up show between them.
One of them.
Because everybody like the vigilante character in Peacemaker, he's like literally Deadpool. Minus only thing he doesn't do is break the fourth wall. It's literally Deadpool. It's funny as shit.
Damn.
But do a fucking buddy cop show with fucking Bloodsport, Deadshot. Now
that shit would be hard.
I feel like you had to balance it with somebody else because they're like two for the most part. Like both of them are the straight men. You feel me? They're not. There's nobody that's like they're both Will.
Right.
You don't have a Martin between them basically.
Right.
So I would say like add on like I don't know, bring in a team from Peacemaker.
Exactly.
Because the team minus this one girl, because it's revealed she's something in the show. I don't want to spoil it, but because I'm gonna do a spoiler alert for the channel. But
okay,
bring in like hardcore James Gunn's girlfriend, wife, whatever she is, the other dude, and bring those guys in and add in somebody else.
Hold on, like the crew that's working with him, right?
With Peacemaker,
isn't it like a black lady, or is it a white girl, a fat guy?
It's a white girl,
like
fat guy, a black dude, and a black girl.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll be with that. Like,
But
wow.
What?
You didn't say anything bad about Will.
All of my critiques comes from Will Smith not taking risk as an actor. That is my problem. He plays it safe too much for me.
Well, I just want to say,
like, you turned down working with Tarantino, you turned down working with James Gunn.
I just want to say congratulations to my guy. He got his first award.
He got his first award?
Yes, he did.
Word, I bet.
It's a goated.
I bet. Wait, what? He's goated?
What do you mean you bet?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like, he got it.
Just saying.
It ain't an Oscar.
It ain't an Oscar. It's a Golden Globe, but
because you already know he's not getting that.
At least we started somewhere.
I mean, like,
he should have got it before.
A lot of people have Golden Globes.
He should have started.
Not too many
before.
people have Oscars.
Yeah, but
especially best actor.
You know what?
Oscars.
The thing is that he got an award. At least he got it for something, and I knew he should have got something for this movie, and I'm glad he did.
You know what? One award I feel like he's always deserved is the Razzie. Yo, Halle Berry actually showed up and took hers, bro. That was funny as shit. Usually actors don't show up. I feel like Will Smith will show up. Yeah, thank you.
That don't even sound like Will.
Not from what we heard about Jada.
Whatever.
Entanglement. Let's just say he might like embarrassment might be his fetish.
Shut your mouth.
Bro.
That wasn't even him, though. That was all August Alsina. They already talked about this shit behind camera. The only reason why this shit was brought up and she talked about it on a red table was because everybody was saying all this other shit. I mean, yes, they said more shit after it happened, but at the same time, they already talked about it outside, and you don't know what the hell Will Smith probably did behind camera.
True.
He could have been fucking Angelina Jolie. Why?
I think he smashed Margot Robbie.
He probably did.
I think he did.
He was on a jet ski with Angelina Jolie on the set for Hitch. Did you see Angelina Jolie in the Hitch?
Wait, Angelina Jolie?
Yes.
Oh.
She wasn't in that movie
Was she with Brad at the time?
in 2005.
I don't know if she was with Brad yet. What time did Mr. and Mrs. or what year did Mr. and Mrs. Smith come out?
05.
Oh, hey! I mean Brad won though. That mean Brad won though,
How he win?
because he got her.
He got her, but he was still married to Jada. So
yeah,
he
bro.
was,
But
so
let's
he was
let's
out
get
here-
let's get real. When he get on, leave her ass for a white girl. That's what he should have did.
No,
That's what he should have did. She beat him. She embarrassed him.
he should
But we
have.
ain't gonna talk about Will on here. We ain't gonna talk about Will.
You're right. You're right.
I'm not gonna embarrass him like that.
My
You
bad.
know, I want like
My
I
bad.
said,
My
they
bad.
should do a buddy cop film, a buddy cop show. I would want a show.
Yeah, I
with
take
him
an
and- him
HBO
and
Max.
Idris.
Joint.
Him and Idris.
That would be a good
Fucking
joint.
fire,
That
dog.
would be a good joint. That's the show that I would watch. I will watch that. You know what I'm saying?
But let's go ahead, roll into. I'm gonna say this is gonna be the last one. We'll talk about Secret Invasion because it's not. It's just set photos. It's not really that much.
Right.
But last topic we're gonna talk about today, folks, is Multiverse of Madness. This movie, all right. So I don't know if you noticed, Doctor Strange is probably in my top 5 Marvel characters, like just comics wise, and he's definitely in my top 5 MCU characters. I think he's had one of the best arcs. I think I feel like there's a lot. So people like to talk about Iron Man's arc and Captain America's arc, and I feel like there's so many characters with better arcs than them. Like I feel like Doctor Strange had a better arc. Obviously, I feel like Spider-Man had a way better arc. I think Spider-Man might have one of top 2, top 3 arcs in the MCU.
Yeah.
And I definitely think my favorite story arc is Thor's. I love Thor's story arc so much, bro. Because you think that his arc is over when he gets to Avengers, but then, like, especially when Taika Waititi comes in, they just take him to a whole another level of reevaluating himself. Especially with, I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention to how people felt about the Fat Thor stuff. That shit was so dope, bro. Because it's like, that would actually probably happen to somebody if something like that was like, bro.
I feel that.
Dog,
I feel that, bro.
hilarious. And then we're probably going to get like a training montage in whatever next movie he's in to explain why he's buff again. But because have you seen him on set?
Mm-mm.
This nigga, dog, you thought he was big before. His arms is like the size of my thighs, bro.
That's because he's about to be Hulk Hogan.
Oh, he's about to play Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's lit. Well, his arms are fucking huge, bro. I'm like, God damn.
I like it.
God damn, you like it?
No,
Gay.
no. Yeah, that sound crazy. That sound crazy. But this ain't that.
I'm definitely editing that to make you look crazy, bro. I'm gonna edit the fuck out of that to make you look crazy, bro.
I'm only saying. That was crazy. That was a bad joke. That was a bad
He a
joke.
bad joint now?
You know what I mean. You try it. Now you try it.
But nah, yeah, fuck it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You working out like every second of the day?
Yeah, he probably still in that Hulk Hogan shit. So
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that shit gonna be crazy.
Who's
bro.
directing it?
Shit. I'm not too sure. I can look it up for you though.
But we're getting a whole bunch of like
Cameos.
which I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I'll talk to you about this, but so I was more fascinated with Scott Derrickson's vision that he had. That was the original director for the first Doctor Strange. He came on to do the second one. That's why Sam Raimi came in. Sam Raimi actually took over when he left the film because of creative differences, basically. Which I really think Marvel forced him out because they wanted to do all the cameos and everything. Who's directing it? Oh, snap! That might be good.
That shit is gonna be crazy.
That might be
bro.
actually really good. All right.
That shit is gonna be crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see that.
That shit.
But Multiverse of Madness, that
My bad.
no, you good. You good. I like the first film because it was a Doctor Strange film. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And this was kind of my worry with No Way Home, with the multiverse cameos and everything. Like, all right, we had it with No Way Home. We're gonna get it with Multiverse of Madness, and you have to do it if you're doing, a movie called Multiverse of Madness. But are we gonna do this for every movie now? Like, are we gonna be wondering, what character from this other universe? Like, I like the MCU.
Yeah.
The MCU is good. I don't need the Fox universe because it was trash. To be in this movie, unless you want to bring back like Hugh Jackman or something. But it's like, even with Hugh Jackman though, his conclusion in Logan, perfect.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
That's why he was talking about they're gonna dump that bag on him and he's gonna come back. I'm telling you right now, Hugh Jackman's gonna come back. But
You think that they're dragging it?
what you mean?
Like they're gonna like, yeah, No Way Home is cool. No Way Home was fire. The Doctor Strange joint, this joint gonna be crazy. But after that, let it be that.
Yeah, because
they're gonna start.
But even with
dragging
this one, because I remember Scott Derrickson was talking about this movie was going to be like a horror movie, basically. That's what Scott.
Yeah, I heard
Scott
that, yeah.
Derrickson's a horror movie director. He did one of the craziest horror movies I've seen, Sinister with Ethan Hawke.
I seen that.
That shit is creepy as shit.
Seen that, bro.
Yeah, so
I seen that.
and that's the type of horror I like, is the psychological horror, like shit like that. But that's my thing is though, like, let's not keep getting into this repetitive nature of cameos and everything like that. And also, like, I want a Doctor Strange movie because, like I said, he's my like top 5 favorite MCU character.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you who my number 1 is right now. Like, at a time around like the Endgame time, and like it was Thor. For a couple other movies, it was Captain America. Prior to that, during like the Winter Soldier phase, it was Captain America. So I couldn't tell you who my number 1 is. I would say Strange is probably like 2 or 3 though for me. But I can't help but feel we're missing out. We were missing out on something special with Scott Derrickson's movie because of what he was talking about. So apparently it was going to be like Nightmare was going to be the villain, and a lot of it was going to be horror based. And it's like, that's what I wanted. But given the trailer, now you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you saw No Way Home. Yeah, you did.
Hell yeah.
That shit looks crazy.
That
bro.
shit, that
I'm
evil
telling
Doctor
you,
Strange, he said he looked.
I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm telling you right now, I might do some shrooms when I go see that shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to trip balls. Yo, I wish I did it when I saw the first one. I think this was gonna look crazy, especially the fucking when he opened the door and it was like that shit looked crazy, bro. That shit, it looked crazy.
Doctor Strange, that shit, he got a lot of trippy shit going on.
They're lying to us about who the villain is too. It's Wanda. It's definitely gonna be Wanda.
Shit. Is it because of the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna have, so I don't know if you're gonna watch it.
Hell no.
So, spoiler alert for WandaVision. If you haven't seen it, that's on fucking you. It's been out for like a year now. Like literally.
Right.
But so in that show, her and Vision she manifested children with her and Vision. At the end of the show, basically, you find out that she created this reality, so nobody was mind controlling her. She was aware of everything going on. And basically, like, it was like she was actually torturing these people mentally because she was forcing them to exist in this world that she created for her and her family and shit like that. Well, at the end of the show, like, it was starting to go out of control and shit like that. She basically, like, she had in the what's her name? Agatha Harkness was in this. So Agatha Harkness is like a witch from the Marvel comics and shit like that. They kind of changed her character a little bit in this. But she was manipulating Wanda to take her chaos magic away from her. And in the comic books, she was giving her chaos magic by Chthon. Chthon is like one of the oldest demons. That's actually what I was talking about in the group chat that time, because I think this is going to kind of tie us into. So this is what I find weird. They're introducing Blade. They're now bringing in Moon Knight. They're bringing in all these supernatural characters. Werewolf by Night is going to be in the Moon Knight show. Why are you tying Doctor Strange into Kang and the science shit?
Okay.
I get like box office wise and like, you know, monetary wise why you would do that, but story wise, he should be setting up where the Midnight Suns, because
That shit is crazy.
yeah, Wanda gets her power from this demon called Chthon. Chthon is tied into the Darkhold. There's a character called Lilith that the Midnight Suns fight. She's called like the mother of all demons or some shit like that. And that's kind of weird to me that they're not tying that in to each other. They might be. We haven't seen the movie; it hasn't come out. I don't know. But apparently, at the end of Multiverse of Madness, basically Kang is going to show up and basically like fuck Doctor Strange up and take him hostage. And that's Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be about them trying to basically do a heist to free Doctor Strange from the quantum realm. And that's why Kang's apparently going to be in that movie. Jonathan Majors is going to be in that movie.
He's tough.
He is.
He's tough.
But WandaVision basically like she lost her. She basically had to let go of her kids that she like basically manifested out of nothing. That's how fucking powerful she is. She literally made living entities out of thin air. But she ended up taking the Darkhold that Agatha Harkness had, and you see her at the end of the movie like reading through it and shit like that. Now, no, the Darkhold basically is like a book of black magic that takes people over and shit like that, like, and starts corrupting them and turning them evil and shit. And if you watch the trailer, when she's sitting there like she's in like a meditative phase and shit like that, wearing her like costume from the show, her fingers are black. And Agatha Harkness's fingers were like the villain in her show. Yeah, her fingers were black from using the Darkhold and doing dark magic and shit like that. So I think she's going to be the villain, and I think she's trying to track down her kids, and I think she's being controlled by Chthon.
Oh my god!
Did you see Shang-Chi? Yeah. It's going to be kind of like the Dweller in Darkness storyline, where like he was controlling Wenwu, his dad. Yeah. It's going to be like that basically. Okay. But she's going to be more aware though, because she's powerful as fuck. Like, and apparently she's going to like. So they said, I've heard two things. She's either going to fight Professor X, and it's either going to be Ian McKellen or McAvoy or both, or she's going to fight Toby.
You said Professor X, Ian McKellen?
Or not Ian McKellen. Patrick Stewart or McAvoy or both. Or
I seen that.
Or them aside, Toby.
She would fight Toby?
So basically the way comics explained, like he was breaking it down. He was like, if Wanda was fighting everybody, like she was fighting Doctor Strange, what's his face, Professor X's, you know, all these people, like it would make sense that Toby would be the one to be able to fight her, because she's basically using her powers to fight everybody else. Because realistically, like, boom, you're gone. You no longer exist. Like, you don't exist anymore. Bye. You don't exist. Or I'm taking away your powers. You can't do shit. Bye. And just kills him. Like, Scarlet Witch easily dwarfs, like, she might be up there with, like, she might be more powerful than the fucking Celestials.
Damn.
Because you didn't see WandaVision. She's creating shit and changing reality like that in the blink of an eye. Like, it's crazy. It's insanity. She gave Spectrum her powers. So it was a black chick. Oh my, she got a donkey too, bro. It was a black girl in WandaVision, bro. I want her to sit on my face. But whoa. But she's playing. Did you see Captain Marvel? Mm-hmm. Monica Rambeau, her daughter was in the WandaVision show. Her daughter, because remember, it took place in the 90s. Mm-hmm. So remember the little girl that was our daughter? Yeah, she grew up and she became part of SWORD, which is like the space version of S.H.I.E.L.D. And she got snapped, and her mom died. So as of right now, Monica's dead. Her mom died of cancer during the blip.
Damn, hold up. The one that's going to be in the Marvels?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Her mom died during the blip, and apparently that's going to be a point of contention because Carol, like, basically has been gone ever since she left at the end of Captain Marvel. Shit. So, like, she's going to be looking at it like, you let my mom die, like, alone, never came back or anything. So that's going to be, like, a point of beef between them and that movie, which is going to be kind of cool to see. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Brie Larson.
For real?
They don't.
They was beefing. Yeah.
Nah, because it's her political beliefs. She's, like, one of those woke types and everything. which I get why, but look, for me personally, like, I don't agree with a lot of her outside stuff she talks about, but I'm able to separate the actress, and well, I'll bust her ass. But but I like her as Captain Marvel. Like, she's fire, especially like she came back with the butch cut in Endgame, bro. She came back with the butchie, fucking wrecking Thanos' ship and everything, bro. Dog, that shit was hard, dog. Yeah. She jumped down and said, "Hey, Peter Parker, how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that, girl.
Hey, Peter Parker.
Talk to me." He ain't ready. You saw his little bitch ass like, "Hi."
That shit guy though.
I'd like him. He be acting like a little bitch. He be acting like he don't know what's going on.
You like him?
I do.
Huh?
I do. You already know, bro. I ain't scared of that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't scared of that shit.
I already know.
But he be acting like that's what I hate. That's one of the only things I don't like about his Spider-Man. This nigga be acting like he don't know what's going on. You know, Happy in there clapping your aunt cheeks. That ain't her like making the bed or whatever, nigga. Bro, stop playing with me.
You talking about somebody being a simp?
Yo, it's a picture out there of Zendaya holding him around his hip, bro.
I wasn't talking about Tom. That's fucked up.
Oh, who was you talking about?
Happy.
Oh, Happy was a simp, bro.
Tom.
I could change. I could be different.
Tom, they got a picture. What?
It's a picture of them walking. I literally just saw this shit. I think I saved it too because I wanted to show somebody.
They had hoodies on and hats or something like that.
He had like a hat on. Zendaya had a mask on. She had like sweats on and shit.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
picture.
and she had her arm. Yo, bruh, he's bae. Yo, he's bae. You see her hair, right? Look at that. Yo,
that could mean that could.
He even got the Starbucks. He got the outfit she should be wearing on right now. Bro, there's so many things wrong with that picture, bro.
That could.
Yo, hey, look. I hope it works out between them. I'm gonna hit him with a Jesse L though. Beta.
I saw this one picture where Zendaya, she was in a pool, and she was showing off something.
She was showing off something.
Yeah. And then somebody commented and said, "What are you doing? Tom is in the back drowning." And you see him, he's like this. And then she was like, "This ain't about him. It's about me." Funny as shit.
Yeah, she wear the pants in that relationship, bro.
God.
But she was talking about Happy though. Yeah, Happy was a simp in that, bro.
Yeah, he definitely was.
He ain't learned from Tony, bro.
Crying and snot flying and spit and all that.
I could change. I could be different.
She was not trying to hear that.
Oh, I have a theory about that too.
Oh, what?
So, I think Aunt May knew that Matt was Daredevil. And I think that's why she got him to represent Peter, because he understood what it was like to be a hero, to be a vigilante.
What makes you say this?
What makes me say this?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that, like, she wasn't surprised at all by him catching the brick.
At all.
At all. Happy was like, oh, shit. Peter obviously was. May wasn't. So, I don't know how she figured it out. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you how she figured it out, or maybe Matt told her, because we don't know what Aunt May's work was prior to working at Feast. I kind of hated how they just shoved in Feast in there too,
Right.
because it was kind of a thing in Far From Home, but they didn't really necessarily make a big deal out of it like they should have. But who knows?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But I
agree.
think she definitely knew he was Daredevil, because I think people are going to be mad. I think this is a different continuity, which I kind of am. I want to be mad a little bit, because it's like, just, you don't have to remake his whole continuity. Literally. Just say everything in Daredevil's canon minus like some of the Defender stuff if you don't want the actors to come back from those shows and everything.
Right.
But basically just said, because at the end of season 3, Wilson Fisk ended up getting put back in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's like, wait, I thought he was in jail. Da-da-da. Well, just say that the blip allowed him to get out because Matt Murdock got blipped, so there was nobody to basically testify, da-da-da, whatever. And that's how he got out. So, and they gonna have to do a lot of explaining for it though, because like this nigga in Hawkeye was like getting shot with arrows and shit, like
And nothing.
ripping doors off cars.
Yeah.
Ripping doors off cars and shit. He was throwing homegirl around the room like a rag doll. Bro. He got a power boost in his joint. Yeah,
Shit.
a lot of the fight sequences in that was dope, especially the one between, it was like this roof fight sequence between Clint, Natasha's sister Yelena, and one of the villains, the female villains in that movie, Echo. Well, in that show. So Hawkeye was there.
It was meh.
It was meh.
Meh. All them shows is meh.
Haley Steinfeld got her cheeks clapped though.
That's crazy. She's Kate Bishop, and then she was voice for
For
Gwen.
Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But Multiverse of Madness, like I was saying, I hope they don't go overboard
With the cameos.
with the cameos, man.
Cause you're right. Cause I didn't seen all the cameos that they try and fit in this drawing.
Like, where's room for his movie? And then the cameo that makes sense though, because it's not really a cameo because it's still the same actor, is the Strange Supreme at the end of the movie, which I don't like. Strange. That's why I'm saying I don't think he's the villain, because if you watched What If, he's not a bad guy at the end of the show. He actually redeemed himself.
Okay.
So that's how I think it's a bait and switch. I think it's going to end up being Wanda. That's the villain.
That'll be that.
And I think
like
the only thing I'm worried about is they're going to replace Chthon with Shumagorath. So Shumagorath is from this race of like ancient demons called the Many Angled Ones and shit like that. And basically like he's very similar to Chthon. Basically, I'll say that.
Okay.
So I could definitely see them like swapping out Chthon for Shumagorath. But we'll see. But like I said, I just want Doctor Strange shit. Like we got Dormammu in the first one. I was kind of hoping we would get Nightmare in this one, but we're not. It's so many. And even with Shumagorath though, that would be a villain I would want to see is Shumagorath. But
Let me ask you this: is the reason that Wong keeps on running from battles is because he knows that this shit is about to go left, so he just
what you mean running from battles?
anytime I see him in a movie, he puts up the fucking drone and says, I won't be a part of this. Or I have to do something else. I have to go away. I have to do this. You don't never want to get in no action.
Well, no, he's Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah,
by
but
default.
But at the same time,
Because what you got to realize is that's the whole point of the Doctor Strange movie is that Strange is doing shit that's actually making the situation with the multiverse worse.
Okay, yeah. So that all right. So yeah, that answers it.
So and also they kind of switched up. So the order of the movies was supposed to be Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness coming out, then No Way Home. So WandaVision, Multiverse of Madness, then No Way Home to cut it off because in the original trailer, Wong was like, "Do not cast that spell," and that was because they already went through what they went through in Multiverse of Madness. And then he cast the spell and made it worse. But because of COVID, they had to restructure the order and shit. So then they finally made it Spider-Man coming out first. And then they saw the excitement of everybody getting hype about the Toby cameos and the Andrew cameos and everything, that now they're going back and adding more cameos.
I feel like they're adding a lot of shit like Ghost Rider.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, put Ghost Rider, like, introduce your Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I don't need to see Nicolas Cage. I'm good.
I'm definitely good, bro. I don't want to see Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I don't need even like there's so many like I get all right. So I get the X-Men characters in terms of like Professor X and like the Illuminati characters, like because that's what they're apparently going to be doing is the Marvel version of the Illuminati, not the actual Illuminati. But yeah, they're doing the Marvel version of the Illuminati, which is why you had Tom Cruise as Iron Man potentially. But it's up in the air on whether he's coming back because they're even talking about bringing Robert Downey Jr. back just for cameos for that. But so some of the cameos make sense story wise because they're doing like this multiverse version of the Illuminati. But other ones like just why like Hugh Jackman. Like I get everybody wants to see Hugh Jackman in the MCU, but it's not going to be like what y'all think. It's not like them in the MCU. It's him from the X-Men universe, just cameoing in the MCU. And like, why?
Right.
Why?
So you don't think this is gonna be better? Fuck no. I don't think it's gonna be better than No Way Home.
It could be. It could be. Because I think Doctor Strange, what I loved about Doctor Strange, the first one, was the crux of the story. It was about Doctor Strange learning that he needs to let go of his selfishness,
right,
in order to, you know, become the person that he is supposed to be. It's all about learning to evolve. Like you saw, like when you hit it, like you saw Doctor Strange, well, literally, but when you hit a wall in life, you have to. Now, as I said, literally, when you hit a wall in life, you know, you have to learn how to evolve and become better to get past that wall. That's what Doctor Strange was about. It was about it's a very spiritual movie. That was like before, you know, all these other, you know, weird movies that we were getting. Like that came after Civil War. So before we got really balls deep in like Guardians and Thor, where you're getting like all these weirdo movies and shit like that from Marvel, like that was a very like spiritual driven movie, which I really liked about that film so much. Like it had a heart in it. It had Doctor Strange. Like it was a Doctor Strange story. With all these cameos, I feel like that's going to get lost. Now, I may be wrong. Because they did it with No Way Home. They did a phenomenal job with No Way Home. They basically they fixed a lot of the problems that I and other people had with Tom Holland Spider-Man, in terms of like him basically being Iron Man Jr. They found a way to do the multiverse, but have it make sense instead of just being like a forced cash grab type of thing. And it added to the story. It made me like. The reason why, like I said, I excused the Aunt May death was because of that stuff.
Yeah.
And where it left him at the end of the movie.
Yeah. A grown man.
Yeah. On his own, man. Like I feel like next movie, where's that rent?
Yeah.
Where's the rent? You'll get the rent when you fix my damn suit. So apparently they said that's going to be a big factor, is that, so somebody actually brought this theory up. I think it's the two Asian dudes that be on Instagram all the time. And they be like, here's his film.
Yeah.
They were talking about how basically the reason why he had to make a new suit was because everybody forgot he's Iron Man, including the AI. So the suit doesn't work for him no more because it doesn't know that he's Peter Parker. That would be crazy,
that's
bro.
Tough. That's tough.
So he basically like took parts of the suit that he could use and made a new suit.
So do you think now that MJ doesn't know who he is, and
I think we're gonna get Gwen Stacy
and Harry, right?
I see,
because Oscorp might not be
it
in
would
this
be
universe,
cool.
right?
So it would be cool to see like Oscorp like be on the rise, because there's many ways. So I've been watching like a lot of videos about people like doing their own like fan writings of what they would do for Spider-Man 4. Like because Tom Holland's running around saying he wants Timothy Chalamet to play Harry Osborn and everything, and it's like, I don't know if we necessarily need Harry. Like we didn't get an Uncle Ben. Aunt May was Uncle Ben in this universe, basically.
Right.
Like we don't need a Harry. Let's create an original character.
Right.
Let's do that. Like I feel like fans get mad about that, but a lot of the shit fans like about Batman was created with the animated series. Harley Quinn, the backstory for Mr. Freeze. Like there was a whole bunch of stuff that the Batman animated series, like they made original characters that eventually became hallmarks of the Batman mythos.
Right.
So let's do that with Spider-Man. Let's make a new friend or whatever, or even like a new love interest. That's basically what they did with MJ.
Right.
Because her name's Michelle. It's
right.
not actually Mary. Her name's
right.
Michelle.
Yeah. Right. Fuck.
So it's like, I think it's like, what is it? Michelle Jones Watson, I think.
Michelle Jones.
Yeah. So that would be something that I would be interested to see. Like, I don't want to see them do this. And especially now that they're dating too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see this like, will they or won't they? Da, da, da. Like,
right.
I want story. I don't want the actor's story.
Yeah.
So, you know, just going along with that, like give me like, and honestly, I don't even care if we have a relationship in it. Honestly, like, which I think they're going to, because it's always a hallmark of Spider-Man. You know, his romances and everything, because it deals with his real life, which is part of it. But I want like a gritty, not necessarily gritty, but I want like a movie of Spider-Man dealing with the mob in New York.
Dang.
That's really what I want. Like similar, kind of like what he was dealing with in the Spider-Man PS4 game.
Okay.
Like a bunch of rival like gangs and shit like that. Like he was dealing with Mr. Negative's bad guys. He was dealing with Hammerhead. Even bringing Tombstone, like they kind of did a different version of Tombstone in this one. He was like a biker gang type of dude, but
Right.
The way they did Tombstone, like Tombstone in that Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon I told you about, he was basically like the Wilson Fisk in that universe. He was like the kingpin of that universe.
Was he like gray or something like that?
Yeah, he was great. Yeah. But do something like that, like have these different factions that he has to go. I want to see him fight street level characters. That's basically what I want. Before and then go into the the second movie, then go into Venom or whatever the fuck you want to do. But give me a street, because this is what I've been wanting from Tom Holland Spider-Man. I want a story of him in New York fighting street level crime. Possibly have him team up with Daredevil. That would be fire.
You know what I would like to see? Andrew and Morbius and Venom.
Yeah, that's the rumor that they're going to be in the same universe.
And I want to see that. I would like to see that. I'm gonna see that.
So I would actually like Andrew, since if we're going to continue his Spider-Man, I would like to see him go down like a Superior Spider-Man route. So do you know what Superior Spider-Man is?
No.
Superior Spider-Man was the actual main continuity comic book death of Peter Parker. So what ended up happening was Doc Ock basically like switched his consciousness in this Peter's body.
No,
And
and that's when you realize how
strong
how
Spider-Man is, because
yeah.
he literally punched Scorpion's jaw off his face.
You told me about that. I remember that.
And that's basically what Andrew Garfield was alluding. Not that he's like that he's Dr. Octavius, but
that he was holding the punches.
he stopped pulling his punches basically. So it's like, dude, did you like? So when in Morbius, when he's walking, in the alleyway and it has the murderer on there, like the Spider-Man murderer, even though it's Toby's suit and everything, but still, it's like, yo, like, how did he kill people? Like, how many people did he kill?
Right.
Especially if he's taking, because in the Morbius trailer, it's the same Oscorp logo as Andrew's.
Right.
And in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, they had a file for both Venom
And Morbius.
I remembered that when I first saw it in theaters.
I never saw that until I seen it on the gram.
Yeah, I saw the Venom one, and I saw like Morb. Like I remember seeing, like I saw Morb on the thing, but I didn't know if it was Morbius, because I wasn't at that time. I wasn't like that knowledgeable about Morbius, but I knew him from like the animated show and everything.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, man, like that would be cool, and like to have him tie into Venom and everything like that. I still haven't. I watched clips of Venom 2 on YouTube, because I'm not a big fan of the Tom Hardy Venom, honestly.
Me neither, bro.
I don't like it personally. I was like, I felt it was a mistake casting Homeboy as Cletus Cassidy too. And I love Woody Harrelson. But it's like Cletus Cassidy is a fucking psychopath. Literally, so when he first appeared in the Spider-Man comic books, he was literally writing like, "Come find me, Spider-Man," in people's fucking blood. And sometimes his own blood. He would cut himself and write it in his own blood.
Yeah, but they not really going to do that with this.
Yeah, I feel you, but he just wasn't like he's the way Harrelson, from what I saw, portrayed it was just dumb, honestly.
Kind of like it was. What did he kind of like give a Yaya and Morpheus type of vibe?
Jamie Foxx and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Honestly,
I tried to slide that in there.
Yeah, I know you did, and I was like,
Pause.
I helped that get in there.
Toby is the GOAT, man.
Have you seen the bully Parker Johns online, bro?
No,
I'll show. I have to show you this shit after the show, bro. But which is actually, I feel like now, honestly,
facts.
Because like I said, we could cover Secret Invasion next week or the week after, whenever we do it. So, but yeah, folks. That being said, y'all, it's been your boy Bendu and Shizz, Extendo Clip Pod. Definitely be on the lookout for Shizz's podcast, Who Did It Best.
Yes,
coming out soon.
We here
to a theater near you.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, just look out on, what is this, Filmmatic? Look out on the Filmmatic. I'm gonna be having some. I think I'm gonna do a Peacemaker episode 1 through 5 review for you guys. I'm telling you, bro, Peacemaker's fire. I'm gonna do an episode 1 through 5 review for you guys. Superman and Lois reviews as well coming. What else I got?
Like, share, and subscribe. That
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Definitely go back, check out the back catalog that we got here on the Filmmatic. But yeah, I can't think of it's another video I wanted to do too. I think I got a video essay coming for y'all too, so look out for that. I'm trying my head at a video essay.
it's coming.
So look out for all that. I'm trying to get more content out to you guys. I know I've been lacking on that front, but
Yes.
we'll be getting content out to you guys. But thank you for tuning in. And with that being said, peace. Be easy.
All I wanna do is count racks. I be chillin' in the cut just like an ex. Getting lifted with my niggas smoking wax. Stacking up, I'm tryna go shop out in France too. Tell these lame niggas get they cash up. Yeah, I'm speeding in a fast truck. Yeah, it's foreign, I don't really need no backup. Do it by myself, yeah, I'm tired from this honey that I'm pouring.